I brought it up earlier.
It literally just came back.
It came back.
I hear no buzzing.
Okay.
You wait until the minute we go live to talk about buzzing in your ears. This is the worst thing you've ever done.
No, it literally just came back.
It came back. He heard it too. It
Do
wasn't
you hear
just
it
me.
right now?
No, it doesn't. But I think when he plays a clip, it's a hot clip.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
anyway,
clip
let's
is a
tweet.
little
It's
dirty,
time to
but-
tweet. We're starting on time for once. All right, who's going to fire it?
You.
Okay, I'll fire it.
I don't even have internet right now. I still don't have a 4G plan or LTE.
What do you have?
You need to get a
3G?
Just
prepaid.
nothing.
3G.
Just nothing. So it's a glorified iPod?
I have Stay Close to Slime. And just make sure that he's always there. Because
All
when
right.
he's not, I can't
Let
do
me
anything.
This is actually why you're on the
All right,
Soul.
see you later. See you later, Miles.
Now we know who's not on the team.
Okay, well you have to take it then, Dawson.
We'll get the angle too. Wait, no, hold on. Okay.
This was a mistake.
No, we got.
Press
do
the-
you have a
camera
timer?
with-
Press the
Hey,
goddamn
do you have a-
thing.
do you have a
Just press
timer on
it.
your phone?
Just press it.
All right, good.
It looks great. It looks great.
I didn't look at the camera.
All right. Okay. We live. On time. On grime. All right.
On slime.
Don't
IRL.
do that.
That's what you're
Don't
going
patronize me. You always patronize me. Twitch.com
for. Slash what was?
/PHP.
/ Doctor Battle.
Yeah.
Why did I agree to do this? This is the worst decision of my life.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So I mean, let's. I mean, this time was always used to get it together.
We
Yeah.
usually
Nieper
yell at Nieper during
yeah,
this time.
and he's not here, so maybe we should pretend, or maybe we should just gripe about Nieper.
Call Nieper.
I mean, these
Oh,
guys-
I'm gonna call him real quick.
We were just going to yell at him for a while?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
I
good,
think
good.
that's appropriate, and it's a nice, easy transition. Nieper is in my phone right next to Nieper's mom.
Dude, the Nieper's mum bits have been
What
going
if I just
hard in
call
the house.
Nieper's mom?
Oh, that'd be next level.
I messed with her too much. It's not chill.
Please stop calling this number.
Whoa.
Nieper, you're on stream. We felt bad that we didn't have you to yell at here on the mixer. For one, you should have came.
These guys were so much quicker than you as well. I want you to know that.
Yeah.
They were so fast.
We're actually on time.
Kid-
Alright, well, pay me $40K a year and I'll speed
That's all it takes?
I'll speed her up a little bit, yeah.
Wow, that's all he needs. Jeez Louise. Anyway, you suck at audio. The levels are terrible. Despite them doing their best, your presence here.
Terrible there.
I'm booming Nieper. They've somehow made my voice acceptable.
All the mics are super hot right now. They're clipping
look.
as we speak.
Okay, put me on FaceTime and I'm gonna control you.
Hang up on him.
Third person.
That's a ridiculous demand.
I don't understand what he wants. Okay.
FaceTime me. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, it's like Nieper's on the
Hey.
podcast now.
Yeah, we'll just have him here.
Okay, this is important.
It's got to be like this.
Well, can they hear them? Yeah. Yeah, this is good.
Oh yeah, I'm putting it to the camera. It's not even. All right, Nieper, goodbye. You suck.
Yeah.
All right, hit the
Hit it,
video.
hit it.
All right, we're ready.
No, wait.
Can they hear us, Kevin? They can. That's new.
Yeah, that is new.
This is bush.
There's a
shit,
fox.
To be honest.
I've never seen this before. And
yeah,
yeah,
I've never watched any of the VODs back.
yeah. Miles like, we have an intro video. Yes. We're on camera.
There it is. That's
Look
us.
at us.
Welcome to Bad Melee Podcast Season 3 premiere. We're here in the warehouse. So, here I am. They gave me access to the prop closet, the prop bins, a lot of bins. So we were able to get us a nice Alabaster the Pimp from Oklahoma City.
Alabaster.
Alabaster. And so, yeah, it's a little bit, it's like...
The theme's kind of like Game of Thrones in the club.
yeah, it is. It's a little bit of a celebration because, we're here. This is gross. You have trash on the table.
Yeah, you wait till the camera's on to tell me that, huh? All right. I see how the game's being played. We're digging that deep for content now. It's minute 3.
Minute 3. Just taking snipes at each other.
That's okay.
It's not even a minute in.
That's okay.
And you're already sniping people.
It's true. I am. But yeah. So we're back. This is a very exciting time.
What a time to be alive.
It's not that exciting.
Dawson has been very emotional the whole
This is
day.
the most miserable day of my life.
He's been inferring all day that he's somehow off the team.
Yeah. What is that? Look, you're a honey stealer. We get it.
Oh, don't bring up.
It's just, look, Dawson is vegan, right? But
The way I describe my veganism is because
he said he
normies.
would be willing to throw a tarantula against the wall as hard as he could.
I would never pick up a tarantula if that's what you're implying. But I'm not pro-gun, but I would find a gun and shoot the hell out of it.
You would shoot 80 rounds into a tarantula.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Ammunition proudly sponsored by Walmart, TM.
yeah. So you're like a halfway. What do they call them? Halfway gangsters?
Beagans. This is what they call them.
Beagans?
Well, we all know
There's a
there's
name.
Honey stealers are called beagans, and that is TM'd by my friend.
You steal it from
Right.
their very bones.
Yeah, they throw it up right into my hands.
They vomited up.
Yeah, that's
For his drinks, for his yerbs.
This one doesn't have honey, but mint yerbs have honey.
It's not chill. I'll be the first to say it. I'll check you on your shit.
How often do you have honey? I feel like I have honey once a year.
You only have once a year?
Yeah, it's my once a year honey day.
That's fucked up. I have honey pretty often.
I
Is
have it
there
in tea,
corn
that's
syrup
pretty
in
much
this?
I don't think so. I think it's all au natural.
Organic cane sugar.
It's that real shit.
That's hype. Also has
It's
organic
actually-
elderberry juice concentrate,
Nice.
which I think is like a, yeah. Do you have the staff? Where'd you put the mage staff?
It's back there. It's too far.
I can. Should I get it?
No, it's
No,
just,
no,
I kind of
you
just
have to
wanted to
roll.
know where it
I
was.
think if you roll all the way back. We have like a walking stick that's also made
Yeah.
stuff.
Anyway, so it's a podcast about Melee, apparently.
You wouldn't know it, but
So let's see here. What is going on in the world of the world? What's the first thing we should talk about? What do the fans want
How
to know?
about we let's fill in the
hot
dark
topics for
dark
the
time.
fans.
What happened in the dark time?
Why were you being so messed up to me?
Why are you being so messed up towards me?
Well, I asked you first.
It's a
Is
bit
that-
from Zoolander.
and it's also pretty reflective of how the whole thing went down.
Pretty much, actually, yeah. So, I mean, basically, the whole thing was a ruse in order to drive up interest in the podcast
Yeah.
while we waited for Miles.
It was a fake fight.
It was like
It was
fake
a fake
rap beef.
fight, yeah. And, you
wasn't
know...
awkward at tournaments at all. We were
No, yeah, I did.
everyone in
I remember
SoCal
when I
knew.
handed you money at Elysium, I was just like, here, and then you were like, here, and then we were like...
I think I was like,
Or not Elysium, at Nimbus.
yeah,
And I was like, this sucks.
thank you.
Remember when I reported to you?
Dude, we're
And we couldn't look each other in
Oh,
the
dude,
eyes?
I remember that so vividly because I was just like, that was the one moment where I was just like, this is
This
fucking
sucks.
stupid.
Yeah, no, but it was, honestly, it came down to just a disagreement. No, not a
wasn't-
It
miscommunication.
was a big miscommunication.
On like,
We're from different worlds.
we're from different worlds, and the words that we tend to use just mean different things. And this has nothing to do with like slurs or anything.
Yeah,
Like, it makes it sound like no, he was just fucking couldn't. They're just words, bro. It's like we literally had the different definition of certain words that we use to describe ourselves and each other, and it just came out of miscommunication.
Yeah, he called me a hard R, and I was like,
I had to
Okay.
like
I just call him how I see him, you know?
I just I had to say it, No, and I don't know. It turns out we both independently told Miles like feel like pure shit. Just want her back.
It's actually so true. I was like an online marriage counselor from
Yeah.
Australia for a while.
It was really it was
You guys were both like, I dream of the day we
I
could
had
be friends again.
dreams about.
for the record, that was only him.
That was me. I had dreams in which like me and Dawson like patched it up and we're friends again. It hurt.
When he told me
I
about
have
that,
dreams about that shit.
You guys
Still?
were both saying
No.
though, like, I want the other, like, I really love the other's friendship
When
and
I
wish
t-
that he would come
When
back.
I told that to Miles, he was like, "Wait, dude, he thinks the same thing." It was
you
it
guys
was very
were literally
stupid.
DMing me the same thing.
That's so stupid, but yeah.
I think, for me, it was just like getting whack. Because I felt like it was like, one, it wasn't like beef. It was just like, I don't even know what to describe.
What do you mean?
It's just two stubborn guys. You
We
both
were
believe
both being
you're right.
really
that
stubborn.
was the first thing I told him is we were just like,
We were too proud to like be the first
Yeah.
guy.
You're both so similar. That's why. It's
Yeah.
just in
Yeah.
different. It's different flavors of the same ice cream. It's the same brand.
You and me, baby.
No, it's like a conglomerate that rebrands under different umbrellas. It's like, oh, that's like the one for this demographic.
like
Like products that.
Yeah,
rebrand.
I'm
Make your-
Dr. Pepper 10 because I'm for men.
yeah.
Dawson, I don't know. You're Diet Cherry.
Diet Cherry Garcia, Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Diet Cherry Garcia.
Little
yeah.
little do we know, Schweppes own it all. In fact.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
honestly Viacom owns it all, and we're just pawns in the game. But yeah, so that was basically it, and then we patched it up, and we're like, hey, well, the lad's coming back. I guess we talk about that.
Yeah.
Miles booked a flight. Dawson wasn't happy about it.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
This is the first time hearing of this.
I was when he told me, I was like, I don't want to do the podcast with you. I don't like you that much. It's just-
Honestly, the only way that I could save this burning family of ours was to book the flight
Wants to come. Yeah.
I
and
was-
force us back on camera.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to take your money without being weird anymore. That's all. it
Yeah,
was.
that's pretty. Like the whole with Miles thing, it's like, ugh,
Ugh.
again. Ugh.
This guy's DMing me again about how I've got this slime guy. Get him out of here.
You know what you should explain is your journey back into the States.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It was whew.
So last year I went back for BAM, which is a big international Australian event, and I came back to America for what I thought was a 3-week stay to go to Evo. So it's like a last hurrah. We'll end in Vegas. That'll be really cool, right? And as I re-entered the country, they grilled me really hard last year about why are you here? What are you doing back so soon? How do you make your money?
a lot of existential questions.
Yeah.
Basically, I was
What's
in
it
the
all
same.
for?
I was in the same room where they did Leffen, and I was thinking to myself, they're about to do it to another Fox out here. It's this white room in LAX where they take you for extra questioning. And last year, I was in there for kind of 2 rounds of questioning. It's like the first one and then extra questioning, where we worked it out with this guy that he kind of threw me a few softballs and let me out of a bad spot because the visa I was on last time. It's all about working for American companies, which is the long and short of it, and trying to explain in there that the Patreon, one of these guys were like, well, so it's a lot of employers and most of them are American, right?
He was trying to conflate donators to
employers.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
Jesus.
trying to say that the source of my money was mostly American,
Okay.
and they were trying to get the dates of when we monetized this show, for example.
Right.
And he was trying to basically pin me for starting this show last year and not having told anybody that this was changing from like a hobby to something that would generate revenue.
Okay. And this was last time.
But what he was trying to say is they have the records of all of my travel.
Yeah.
And they're saying, well, you were here last time. What's up? Well, you were supposed to be here for play. Now you've apparently started this successful thing. You didn't tell us.
Did you chuckle when you said that?
Yeah. I was like, look, pal, don't get it fucking twisted.
I sleep on a floor.
Well, that's what you don't want to tell them.
Oh, right.
Because-
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like you're
That's getting really close to like illegal alien kind
Yeah,
of stories.
you're piling into a
if
house
I
or
was to
something.
be like, oh, in fact, actually, my friend's going to sleep in the closet, and I'm going to take his spot on the mat next to our computer rig, so it's fine. That's where we do stuff from.
And everyone is gonna do dabs in the garage.
yeah, the
Whoa.
laboratory. You think if you mentioned the laboratory, you wouldn't have made it?
Oh, dude, there's a million things I could have mentioned and not made it. But anyway, this time I go through, and the woman at customs, I've been in transit. So first of all, I was waiting at the airport for my flight on a Thursday, right? And we're waiting, flight's delayed. Happens a lot. I'm cursing myself for booking United. I'm like, well, this is my mistake. I clicked you got me.
Yeah.
I clicked it, like,
Oh, your pilot tripped and fell.
broke her wrist or something,
Yeah.
and was unable to fly the plane, so...
So you're in.
Their first plan was to take us to Hawaii with 3 pilots. They need 4 pilots to get to America, apparently, because of how they have to work in shifts.
Yeah, makes
Oh.
And
sense.
I was like, what are they
you
doing?
know what? Just have one guy do it.
I was like,
Truckers do it.
Drink a couple of Red
16-hour
Bulls.
bender. Dude.
Yeah. just-
Have a
couple
glass
of-
pipe.
Have a couple of yerbs, dude.
yeah, you're fucking good to go.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I was saying. But I was like, what are you guys doing there? Is this like when the Power Rangers like combine? Is that what is needed to fly the plane? Like Transformers all make Optimus Prime in the cockpit?
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, why do you need 4? Is there like Earth Ranger missing or whatever? Anyway,
Pterodactyl.
so they march us back out through customs, through everything, to the front of the airport, which is, back through security. We have to go through all of these back doors. And basically their answer is come back tomorrow. Like, we'll put you on the next flight tomorrow.
Right,
And
right.
I was trying to say that's ridiculous. I mean, I've wasted a day here. I traveled here, etc. Their answer was, read the small print. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, right.
And so I was like, I've booked it. It's not going to be the same date or the same time. Like, what did I pay for when I did this online? And they're like, well, really, nothing. All rights reserved, basically. is what they
Yeah,
told me.
yeah.
Anyway, so I get back the next day. It's a long flight, 20 hours. We stop in Hawaii, which wasn't my original route that I'd booked, but that's what had to happen for some reason. Anyway, I finally get to America. Gunther's is going to pick me up. The loyal driver of Bad Melee.
Yeah, he is the
Yeah.
company driver.
Got
We have to get him through the Lyft app if we want to go somewhere.
And
That's the only way he takes us
In
somewhere.
return for X amount of lifts per year, we let him be on one of our side casts.
Yeah. That's usually the way it goes. It's a good system.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to sign up for the same thing, we can work something out. Anyway, so
Use Lyft code illegal game to get 10% off your next ride.
I love Squirtle.
Jesus
I'm a-
Christ!
I'm a Squirtle man too, dude.
Can we not?
I'm a best Squirtle in
Yikes.
SoCal.
Can we not with the
Are we gonna talk
Squirtle?
about bigger milk?
A Squirtle.
We can- we can-
No, tell him how. Just
Anyway,
it's,
so
it's
the-
sick.
My Squirtle is sicker than a Squirtle.
I don't. Oh, this isn't about Squirtle. Anyway, so
Well, you're here now.
I'll be quick about it. I'm coming through the line. This woman's basically saying, you were here for a long time last year. You're back again. Your work sounds questionable. I'm trying to say I'm a writer and I'm here to do meetings and also a show, which is true. I was told that on the visa that I have, I can do meetings, shows. That was all going to be fine. Apparently it's not. Get taken to extra questioning. And at this point, I'm like, round 2. I've been here before. We can...
Yeah, you
I've
said the
come
first
out
time
of
you
this-
were scared.
The first time I really thought... Because the first guy was telling me, we're sending you back. It is over for you. Like, peace. And then I got to extra questioning. The guy was much more reasonable. But this time, when you go through those doors into this kind of locked room, I was feeling a lot more confident because I was like, I'm going to see Gunther soon. It's fine. And I'm in there getting iced out, waiting for about an hour, and I'm starting to think, maybe I don't make it out. And I was looking at the hot Cheetos in the vending machine, and I was thinking to myself, if they fly me back, I'm buying like 4 or 5 bags of hot Cheetos. Like, they can't take me out of California without a couple of bags of hot Cheetos.
Without your souvenir.
Wait, do they not have those? Then?
No, they don't have it in Australia.
Do they have regular Cheetos?
They do, but they're balls, like cheese and bacon balls. That's it.
Like I think he means like the
The
puffs.
puffs?
Puffs.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, we call them puffs here.
that's
Yeah.
what...
Okay.
Cheese and bacon. Cheese and bacon balls.
That's really interesting. Why, I wonder? Is it outlawed? Are crunchy snacks just not chill?
Those are called twisties. They're already cornered by another Australian
Twisties.
company.
Oh.
just like what were the roly polies called?
Battle
Oh,
Boy.
Butcher Boy.
Butcher Boys. We were talking about bugs in the car, and he's like, "Oh, you guys have like Butcher Boys, right?" And we're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Anyway, so I'm in the extra questioning room. I'm doing round 1. I'm thinking to myself, look, this is bad. The guy's kind of breathing down my neck. They ask you a lot of double questions. He was like, well, why are you here? Bad answer. Or they'll be like, how much money do you have? And you tell them the amount of money in your bank account. You show them a bank statement. And they're like, no, in your pocket, idiot. Or they're like, how long are you here for? And you're like, oh, like 81 days. They're like, no, in the airport.
They're just being cops.
Yeah,
That's
they
so
just,
insane.
they just get
They're
you
like
under a-
trying to trip you up.
Yeah, they really are. They're trying to get you to confess to something that you're doing, you know.
That's wild.
And I'm like, look, I really do trap out, but that's for another story. Anyway, so I'm in there, and basically the first round of extra questioning, whereas where I made it out last time, he's kind of telling me, no, this is looking really bad for you. I need to take this higher up. Wait here, and I'm going to get somebody. So at that point, I'm thinking, damn, level 2's bad. Like, I failed level 2. I'm going to unseen level 3.
yeah.
Like, I don't know what bosses are in there, what mobs, how much equipment I need.
You don't know the rotation patterns.
So the guy, this guy gets me through, and he's like, "You want to sit down?" I'm like, "Yeah, are we sitting down?" He's like, "No, I'll stand."
Oh my god.
That's next level.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is? It's like
It's-
some fucking pickup
These guys
artist
get
shit.
hard off it, dude.
That's so
Yeah.
stupid.
Anyway, so I'm in there. They're grilling me super hard, you know, this and that, and I'm kind of answering questions the best I can. I'm sticking. They want you to change your story. That's the main thing they want, is for you to reveal new information. Because most of my information kind of does check out. It's just not rock solid because the nature of what we do isn't rock solid. So they're trying to get me to crack. I don't crack.
You got to be like, hey, look, there's this guy named Dr. Battle.
Yeah, they're like, oh, so show us what's this all about. I'm like, well, here it is. And they're like, no, we don't want to look.
That's so weird.
They do that all the time.
That's
yeah.
insane.
It's really weird. Anyway, so I managed to finesse level 3 and I get out of there. And like my heart's beating and stuff. I'm sweating. I'm off a 20-hour flight. And this time it really did look bad. A lot of people were telling me I was going to get deported. And I get out of there, as soon as I'm like disbelieving that I'm actually making it out at this point, because I was like 50% sure I was going to get deported. And the second I make it out, my mentality goes from like, damn, this would suck, to just like two-time. Can't fuck. Next time I'm going straight in there. I don't even want to see the normal line.
Yeah, put me in.
Yeah, no, just like, that's my ring. Like, next time I'm going to be asking the questions in there. And I was just like, I run this spot. This is my spot. You guys can't touch me in here.
Just when they ask you like at the first gate, like, oh, what are you here for?
Oh,
Flipping
extra
bricks.
questions.
Yeah, just fucking throw me in, dude.
No comment without my extra questioning voice.
Yeah. I'm ready to scrap.
But yeah, the situation is bad. Basically, what they told me when they let me out this time is don't try again.
Yeah.
'Cause we really are
Whew.
not going to be playing on the third time.
There's a hard cap on season 3. That I'll say that much.
I'm going to bring some butcher boys through, and we'll see how it goes.
Throw them in their eyes.
Yeah.
It's funny too, because like, what if you like just decided to not go back and you became like
Became an illegal alien.
an illegal alien, but you were still doing the show.
Well, I've been using the tag illegal alien a lot,
Okay.
like on online games where you can just change your tag,
Yeah.
scribble and stuff.
Right.
So maybe that ends up happening.
Well, it's just be funny because then like ICE comes in and just raids the BTS warehouse.
Lifts the door up.
Yeah, it's like, "Go to-" and it's like dogs start like biting Miles and shit. It's right.
Jesus.
It's on like episode 15.
They're
or
like trying to
something.
speak Spanish to me.
Yeah,
And I was like-
just like
I speak English, guys.
Butcher boys.
like, yeah, whatever. Just fucking
Twisties,
dra-
butcher boys.
drag you out. But yeah, either way, we're back for 80, 90 days. So it's real. It's really happening.
The ride doesn't have to
Episode a
end.
day, right?
Episode a day. So we're looking at 80 episodes.
Yeah.
Yep. Every day we'll be in here. By episode 31, we'll be pretty tapped. So
This is the biggest regret of my life.
Episode 32. Food is getting scarce. Dawson is looking pretty juicy.
I don't know. I think Dawson would have to get eaten first.
Yeah.
I got nothing, dude. It'll be quick.
We
easy,
would just
over.
we would be on that scheme.
Oh yeah. I mean, sorry, but yeah. So anyway,
I'm killing you guys.
Melee. Am I right?
What do we want to talk about Melee, dude?
It's a game.
Yeah.
It's got characters. It's got Bowser in it.
Look,
Oh, is this the section of the show where we talk about gaming?
Gaming for gamers. It begins.
look,
Nice.
Melee's dead, dude.
Are you sure?
It's over.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I
We have a national.
No, I'm pretty sure
Arcadian
too, so.
It's dead.
That's two.
God, it's like a dark season where everyone comes back and they're like, oh yeah, I fucking hate the game. Fucking
People at the
Hey,
top
love
are trying
the players,
to say
though.
it's not dead, but guess what? It's dead.
look, listen.
I'm on the ground floor.
The National Arcadian is coming.
The biggest cash grab of all time.
Is it that big of a cash grab? How many entrants are there? There's not that many.
Dummy entrance.
Yeah, I feel like Arcadians on a national scale aren't what they are on a local scale,
Because like
cash-wise.
for instance, the SD had their Arcadian today and it was like 150 people.
People
Yeah.
go to these tournaments for different reasons, right? People go to the major to see Plop and to see
Well,
Mango.
yeah.
People go to the local to try to get their rocks off about, maybe I'm not bad at Melee.
Right, yeah. And how, brother?
Yeah.
But we were talking about Arcadians. Like the idea is like it's whack that they get such huge numbers because it's just a bunch of like pussies, right?
Yeah,
Like-
essentially.
Like they just don't want to.
Well,
You know what, though? It's value, though, right? Because if you're a guy who has no seating, you're probably getting like losers is it for you because you're playing S2J round 1.
Yeah, but people don't understand that Arcadians are brutal too. You just lose to people who are half as good as the good guys.
But that can be. I mean, you're on the screen for longer.
I guess.
SUJ's going to beat you
You're
in
on the
50
screen for.
seconds.
Yeah.
This guy's going to take a minute and a half.
No, Arcadian's gonna play into the whole idea that you, for once in your life, don't have the single limb bracket. Because once you get to SUJ, you're probably gonna.
Yeah, in round 2
It's
or
funny
3 or
how
whatever.
like you need to like it's designed to avoid the jocks even in Melee.
Yeah.
It's like even the final frontier of avoiding the people who have beaten you down your whole life.
Yeah.
It's like let's remove them from the group that's already extremely removed.
Yeah. And it just kind of plays to the emotion of like, hey man, I got a chance. And then everyone complains about how hard their pool is, anyways.
Dude, crazy. Me and Slime were like, who goes to Arcadians? Like, who goes all the way to SD? Like, 145 people turn up to SD. These aren't all SD smashes. These are a lot of Cali smashes. Like, from
Apparently
like,
you had to
LA.
be from San Diego.
Really?
Yeah, I guess because we were talking about Michelle, and she's actually lived in San Diego, so she got to be in.
How did Hugs fan?
Hugs fan. He's from there. He goes to
Really?
school. Yeah,
He goes to school
in Pomona.
But anyway, I mean, this point's going to kind of still stand. Chong came down the
Sean
stairs.
came down. He's like, "Oh, what are you guys watching?"
You guys watching the Arcadian? Damn, I wish I had known so I could have gone, man. And he had work.
He
and
was so hyped on it.
And we were like, "What? You have work today, bro?" And he's like, "Yeah, I would have rescheduled. I would have gone to that Arcadian, man." And we were just asking
Like,
ourselves,
who the fuck goes?
who
Who gets
goes?
hype on these?
and then we were like, "Oh, okay. No, that makes a lot of sense."
Chong's also the kind of guy where it's like they make a new like chicken quesadilla burger at like some
Yeah.
fast food place,
McDonald's
and you're like,
really got him with the Szechuan
and,
sauce.
and you're like, who? Oh yeah, he came back. You're like, who would buy this? Who's really hype on this? And then like on cue, the door opens and Chong's just like, what's up, guys?
with like items that are unrelated to the Szechuan sauce, like he's clearly been upsold. Like he comes home with like a new car. He's like, McDonald's had Szechuan sauce. Dude.
Yeah,
Don't you ever touch my levels.
you're so quiet. I wish we had the
I don't
chat
know
up.
what it is, but yeah.
I don't know if you're quiet or our monitoring is quiet.
I just hear echoes. Like I just hear myself echo.
oh
what
my
if
god,
I'm actually mic 1 and
it's
not mic
it's
2?
over, dude.
What if I've just been talking into the void?
All right, guys, I'm gonna check the chat. Just keep it
Anthony,
hot.
stop
Keep it
looking
hot.
At your phone.
This is fucked.
Keep it hot.
Jesus.
He
This
just
really
wants
is.
to
Keep it hot.
He just wants a reason to go and fucking
Keep
kill
it
you.
hot.
He's been getting bad lately, dude. He's been getting real bad.
Keep it hot.
Get off the tippy, dude.
Turn Dawson up. I want to hear him. God
So,
fucking damn it.
Fucking.
Holy moly.
Oh my god, I'm so upset.
Where
I think this one's Dawson.
Oh,
the guys
no.
are out of the room.
Yeah,
It's
our production
pandemonium.
left. Is this Dawson? Oh no. Follow the cable. Follow the cable.
What's under a
What
fucking?
are you guys
no.
doing?
We got to do this for Dawson. Check.
Check,
Speak.
check.
Okay, he's louder now.
Are you loud?
Yeah, but okay. I'm too
He's
loud.
booming now.
Yeah, that boomed. Sorry, guys.
Oh no, Dawson was quiet the whole time.
No, he's fine. He's fine.
Dude, we'll just post. Why is it's actually so quiet? Talk.
Check 1 2.
Why?
Say something, Dawson.
Check. I have to be eating.
Okay, that was
boomed.
big. That was big.
That boomed.
Come on.
I'm trying.
All right.
All right,
It
that's-
keeps
that is
the
so
problem.
loud.
Okay, now it's like booming.
Okay, I think you're right here.
You know what? This is all a diversion. Slime's been hammering Tinder
Don't we-
recently.
yeah.
and let's talk about that.
What's up?
He's just been going
What's
hard.
up? That
What's up, gamers?
Dude, you don't know about these games out here. Fuck. Stop trying to play.
Does it hurt
homeboy.
too bad?
That hurt. That hurt my ears, and it means it hurt their ears.
Okay, just don't yell. You don't.
I
You were.
didn't, I didn't yell.
You were mumbling anyway. Now you're trying to hold back.
I'm literally now,
How about you just enunciate a little bit more? We're out here yelling.
now I have to keep the mic like this
This
far.
is disgusting.
There's
This
like
is
a,
good.
There's a sweet spot.
Anyway, sorry. What's up?
Now
So
you're
you've been-
booming. I'm tired of this. This is
Well,
the
turn
worst.
your shit down.
Now you're loud.
I'm gonna fucking throw up.
This is the worst.
Why are you fucking doing
For
this?
once,
This
I'm
is.
gonna-
You know
what you
what?
did.
You know whose fault this is?
Neepers.
Neepers.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. All right, here.
I'm so fucking sick of this fucking goddamn place.
All right. How's that for you?
I
How's
mean, that's
that?
just the monitor.
I know.
I care about what it's like for them.
Check.
I'll hurt all day.
Yeah, this is.
It isn't about like
Everyone's
I
really
could see
loud
me
now.
booming. Yeah, everyone's just super fucking loud. So way
Anthony
to go.
just
Get off the fucking
wrecked the
Tindy,
mixer,
dude.
And now he's back on his phone.
It said it's great. Now Miles is quiet.
Yeah, because you
Say
fucking
something.
upped
You guys
me
are
and you. You fucking stupid idiot. I hate.
This is just.
Say something.
Oh.
Say something.
I'm disgusted at what
Look
you
how
think
low he is
production
now.
is.
Wait. Where's Miles? Which one's Miles?
He's 4.
Are you 4? Say something.
Hi.
Say it louder.
Hello, it's me.
He's.
Miles.
It's
Hello,
just like
hi.
my mic's.
No,
problem.
that's not Miles. This one's no.
You guys
no,
are,
that
you
one's
guys are
Miles.
This one's
getting
Miles.
into the arm
No, that's
race
me, dude.
Of turning everyone
Stop. Could you fucking?
All right. Anyway,
up. Oh, damn.
what's up?
Where are those two guys? Where'd they go?
Yeah,
They just bounced.
back in here.
Neeper was supposed to be here.
Oh, so they came in, set up, and bounced.
Yeah, because Neeper was supposed to come.
Are you serious?
But he didn't
You're
want to.
fucking lying to me, dude.
No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah. Here, bring this up higher.
All right,
Dude, I brought it to my fucking
But
mouth
look.
and it didn't work.
let's get one thing straight.
Is everyone mad?
I didn't.
Is everyone mad at you?
I didn't turn
and Neeper?
everyone else down. Oh my god. All right.
Why
so
do you turn it? Why do you do this? Why do you do these awful things?
This was a mistake. Let's stop talking about it.
anyway,
Arcadians fucking suck.
Yeah.
So, you know what-
if you're hype off Arcadians, have a look at yourself, man. Maybe do some winning sometimes.
honestly, you know what I always thought was funny is like the like Vro didn't get top 100, right? And then almost instantly he announces the National Arcadian.
Quite a coincidence.
And I always thought it was like I mean, maybe he was planning it
Correlation or
before that.
causation?
Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, right. Maybe it was before that, but it's just so funny. That's like I can almost imagine someone just throwing like a headset down in a tantrum and be like, "National Arcadian," like, because he got snubbed.
We're still booking the venue, but
Yeah. Obviously, that's probably not what happened, but maybe it is. Who knows? But so in the National Arcadian sphere, we had a poll in Socal Melee to send out a smasher, and Wieners won, but it was a little odd.
Sus,
It was
one would
say.
say.
Sus in the way that he won.
Yeah.
Because
Few real votes. Few votes that were questionable.
Yeah.
What was wild is it was happening at Nimbus, I think, because the poll went on until that Thursday. Because we're just gonna knock out Nimbus winner of the vote and then the poll vote.
Okay.
So we could just book the flight Friday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, makes sense.
And apparently there was just mass approvals of non-smashers.
That's insane.
I think the drama of it actually is exaggerated, but it's also kind of funny.
Basically, bot votes were there, or
there wasn't. None of them were bots.
They're
they were all
not
real
bots,
people.
They're real people, but how many?
But they might as well.
Yeah.
If you don't play Melee,
Smash, you're a fucking drone.
Because there were from the Philippines.
Not to put Wiener's whole personal shit out there, but his girlfriend is from the Philippines, and he visited, so he met her family, friends out from there.
He definitely PM'd me saying, "Hey man, if you haven't voted already, please vote."
He
Wieners."
did?
He did. Yeah.
He called out someone.
Oh.
For not having.
Yeah, he called out Mike. I saw that Mojo vote.
Yeah. Okay, so what I thought was so funny about this is people rip on Summit voting for being this fucked up thing, but this is just the process of voting something. Everything gets dark and everything gets sus.
That was a good backhand compliment to Summit.
I'm not. What I'm saying is you can't avoid this.
It's not Summit don't decide what people.
No,
do.
yeah.
There's always going to be a Wieners. Gaming the system.
Yeah, and
buying votes.
The system is
bussing in
lobbyists.
He was bussing in voters, just like Hillary, bro.
The system wasn't encouraging gaming, but nor was it built against gaming.
Yeah, exactly. And it was to be fair, it was
by
a
gamers for gamers.
Yeah, and gamers, how they do
They're
it.
trying to game.
But you know what I mean? It's a Facebook poll. That's kind of a big thing to just be okay,
we'll just book this guy a flight now.
Yeah, Facebook, and it's maybe.
Yeah, but
do
if
it different.
I guess you expect the group to be regulated, right?
The whole problem was we decided this a week before, and there was problems with even me saying, "Hey, if you're an Arcadian and you get the highest placing at Nimbus, we'll book your flight or whatever." Because then you had one, there was ranked players there who obviously couldn't go, top 50 players, and which kind of skews it, and it's a little sus. Which in hindsight was stupid as fuck that I did that, but at the same time, it's we have a week and we want to fly out as many people as we can.
Yeah, it's you might as well.
Oh.
So it's you have shit we're make a poll, have them enter a tournament and win it themselves, and both had its flaws because people know how to play Army.
Yeah, the seeding. If you had the top seed as an Arcadian, you were in a very good spot.
Yeah,
Wieners lost to.
There were so many upsets. It just
Noir.
Too many upsets where SK took out Army and threw him into losers, which is
he fucking boosted on him.
It's actually wild because if you look at the seeding, then SK is just an Army spot, and then it's Arcadian versus Arcadian.
Yeah.
Noah would have just had to play SK or whoever.
Yeah, that would have been sick. But apparently Kenji just showed up with with the goddamn tool.
Yeah.
And he
Ice
made
Climbers
it
Fox.
And props to Army and Noah for not colluding in that situation.
Really props.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have, right?
They could have. Why? I mean,
why? Because they're honorable warriors.
It's easy to take a dip in that spot, though.
Unlike Wieners, who's bussing in voters.
Dude, Wieners, if it was Wieners versus a Wieners associate who happened to be ranked,
a Wieners associate.
That man takes a fall.
I think Chroma
for Wieners.
Chroma brought it up too, because what if Noah just played out of his mind and beat Army? It's who would believe him?
It would be really sus, yeah.
That would be fucked up, actually. Also,
I mean, if it was streamed though, you could kind of see it. Throwing a game of Melee is hard.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Well, I remember when we announced at Summit that the qualifiers at Full Bloom would be the highest 2 placing that aren't invited would come to the summit.
Yeah.
And the first thing I remember, like Tafikin said in the thread is like, they could probably collude. And I was like, shit, what?
Whenever
I didn't even think about
whenever
it.
you say, hey, tournament placings get into something, collusion could happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Smashers have been doing that forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been chopping. They've been fucking on that shit. The
I'm
whole
fine
time.
with chopping, dude. It,
Really?
Really?
What if they go like Kirby Dittos? Just the chop. For the chop, bro.
I've
chop it.
I've never seen anyone who has or has not chopped at my tournament go Kirby Dittos.
I think, though, that if the fans knew...
It's their money,
It's a bit
dude.
of a sausage factory, though. If the average player knew that this S2J versus Lucky set is actually not for anything other than pride of who's going to win, they would be a little less hyped to watch the VOD or whatever. You know, like that. The average Smasher wouldn't like that, I don't think.
You're talking about the amount of chopping that goes on. It goes under the radar.
There's a lot of chopping that goes under the radar, not singling anyone out, and it started with Chillin' Dude.
Really?
No.
What's the lore
chopping
here?
definitely.
Yeah.
What I've heard
Turn
is
you down a
is that
little
MDVA is the hotbed and the original birth of
That
chopping.
makes a lot of
No,
fucking sense.
I heard other regions it's like the chopping is bad. Like,
Really?
Yeah. Like SoCal, all the chopping I've seen, it's like people are still pissed when they lose.
Oh yeah, they are.
And then it's even more like, fuck, I gotta split with this guy, you know?
I think the reason they do it is because it's generally a friend of theirs that they've known for a long time, and I think historically people have tried to make money off Melee in periods where it's volatile, and winning was the only way to actually leave there with enough money to make it through the week. And you know, if you like, at what point do you just want to let your homie eat for the week?
That's true too. I remember like Westballs back when Sung, there was like a Sung appreciation thread in SoCal Melee, and Westballs came in there and he was like, Sung drove me to like weeklies every week just so I could like get money to eat food.
Yeah.
You know, and when it comes down to, God, we really are the poorest fucking esport, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
and,
want to
like,
call it an esport.
There was
It's
a long
not-
period where
that's-
I was talking to Lockie about this, where SoCal was kind of about who won SSS. And that
Really?
would really keep those guys going because it was $10.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, so it was like the big tournament to win. And he was like, if you won that one, you were riding high. And me and Westballs used to be at each other's throats because it was like our livelihood.
Right,
Like
right.
if you won, you were set for that fortnight or month. And if you didn't, like you were having a bad fortnight.
Yeah. I mean, that was before like sponsorships.
Yeah, that was
Were
before.
even-
any
And that was
thing.
before Tilted, honestly. he's so mad at me right now.
Anyway,
No, so it was funny because like, what was I gonna say? I'm still reeling from
For-
that sick joke.
For for the record, also, actually one of the funniest fucking things I saw on that thread is like, Chroma was just like, I'll just check the analytics of Singer's getting in, and then he posts like,
He was like, "Oh no!"
I wish I didn't check the analytics.
Yeah, dude.
But I think even with all the new people added, Winner still won.
That was what the argument was. That
Yeah.
even the new people,
Like if you took all of the
Who's just-
bust-in voters,
what's the SoCal Melee procedure on letting people into the group? How many mods can
you just join
just
up.
click?
Yeah,
admins were
admin approves you.
yeah,
But like, what
and
if,
Wieners didn't disapprove anyone, and some of those people were Mojo, like voters too.
oh, so because Wieners is a mod. right?
Wieners is a
That's insane.
That's why. That's the whole issue.
dude.
Oh, that's why it's a problem,
Dude.
because he's just clicking yes, 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 yes.
People
on all
thought it
these-
was like conflict of interest that he was a mod.
Well, it is,
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
He busting voters, dude.
he bust in voters, bro. Wieners.
How do we know he wasn't busting from the beginning, dude?
Here's the thing.
We didn't check until that day.
Here's the thing. If Wiener wins the Arcadian, chill. If he loses to a Pikachu, like he did at the
So
SSS
you
Arcadian,
You think that any potential wrongdoing on the Facebook page is fine if he just wins?
only if he wins. If he
second
doesn't-
or less winners and you're watching, you're being indicted.
We are going to indict you, dude. We are going to bring you in cuffs in front of the courthouse when
What
the
is it?
reporters and
Hashtag lock her up or whatever.
yeah,
That
dude.
whole campaign about Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, it's just that, but it's wieners
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Take his mod away.
No, well, I remember what I was gonna say though. Is that like everyone in Melee super port? Like even today, it's like it's a very grindy sort of cash grabby, do what you can to get paid to eat type of thing. Obviously not at the tippy top, but I remember when I was at. Oh, Neeper came
Why
to
are
fix
you
the
here?
levels. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
we,
fix
well, we
them.
fixed it already.
Fix them while we continue.
Get out of here.
Get out of the fucking shot, by the way.
Fix them while we continue. So, basically, you can monitor it on that one. So, I was at CS Summit, and I just remember thinking, like, these guys are the real deal. Like, these players, like,
Yeah.
it's
They live in houses on their own.
yeah, and it's like, it's not. I actually wished I was, like, interviewing Smashers because they were really fun and you could mess around with them and stuff. But these guys were just like.
This is like almost like the job you don't want to do. Because they've been on like the bigger stages.
Neepa's
And
still
it
Right.
trying
becomes
to talk
just
to us
this
right
like,
now.
oh yeah, it's this fun, not so serious thing.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, fix it then. Don't yell. I think it's 1, 2, 3.
We don't know any of them. No, it's 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah, dude, we could just boost it in post. Who cares about this, dude?
We'll just boost it, dude.
In the post.
And you're gonna do that because you weren't here at the beginning.
Should have came.
Should have fucking.
I can only imagine you were just driving here angrily.
What's funny now? Also, now I think I'm just way too loud.
Well, you just turned on our monitors. It's fine.
Yeah, you are, bro.
No.
Check.
Dude,
You got that fucking loud
Off
pack.
that
Dude, we're booming now. I have to fucking mumble. I got voice control.
How do we deal with this? This is a
Yikes.
disaster.
I was having such a good time.
I feel like
You know,
this
I
is
was
a
having-
disaster.
I was
You know
starting
those
to
memes
not
where it's
regret.
like when mum gets home and the vibe instantly changes.
Yeah,
That's what I feel like. I was starting to like not regret this whole thing.
Dawson, so we should talk about this. Dawson hates gyms. Not
Well, both.
Both gyms.
But
Dawson hates what we would call this in the background.
I don't even want. I have to.
He's against the idea of bettering yourself and your body.
That's not true. I'm pro exercise, anti gym.
Why?
Very different. Things.
Please.
I do not want to have a conversation about this on the podcast. This is gonna.
It really hurts him.
It hurts you guys apparently because it's like, Neeper, what are you doing?
Yeah, man, because we're trying out here.
Neve's
kind
out here
of.
clicking on the computer.
He's clicking. This is a disaster. This is an absolute
He's
disaster.
just in the chat.
How about we engage the chat?
I don't want it. This early?
Yeah, it's a bit.
Do we
I mean,
even
what
have
do
a
we
timer?
do?
When did we start? Did we start on time?
We started on time. We're like 42 minutes
Fucking
in.
Christ.
Yeah. What else was
Always
there?
on that time heat.
Yeah.
Always on that. What?
Always on that clock.
Yeah, it's true. Oh boy.
Less clock, more Glock.
Hold on a sec.
You're engaged.
That's what this country needs.
He just wants to hop on Tindy again, dude. That's
He's-
what it is.
He's out of control.
He went to Tindy before he went to go read the
No,
footnotes.
I
for-
didn't. That's not true.
He's chatting up a girl right now, guys.
Okay, slime is fucking loud. Um,
Everyone's fucking loud now.
Guy on the right is low, which is
Me?
Dawson.
Yeah.
Or my right, I guess, is Miles. How do we turn up Miles?
Miles was pretty quiet earlier.
yeah.
I think
My voice
Anthony's
has
a
been
bit
low in my
too.
Turn
Loud
down
now?
slime, turn up Don B. Which one is Miles?
Holy
Oh, that's not going to be good.
That's-
That's not going to be good.
That's the hottest mic I've ever seen in my life.
Neeper is messing with the levels while not monitoring, and that's hype.
Take me back to Australia.
We're doing level.
Check.
This is why we need. Holy shit, that's quiet.
Yeah, this is really low.
Take me back to Australia. This was a mistake.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
That's weird because I
That's
hear the
bad.
echo.
That's bad. That's bad. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 1, 2.
It's
1,
not
2.
mic 1.
Check. This is Miles. Check. Now I'm Miles. Now I'm loud. Hooray.
Hooray.
Check.
Check. Oh. Okay.
All right. Now
feel-
we're doing a little better.
Yeah, I think-
All right.
Anthony.
Look, I'm back in the game.
Anthony might be a bit too loud. Now I feel like I'm a bit
Check.
too quiet.
Now I'm quiet.
Now I'm quiet. Okay, now I'm a bit.
If you just keep moving all the
Check.
levels up incrementally.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
really
it's like in
good.
Yu-Gi-Oh when they made all the cards more
yeah,
powerful.
yeah.
And
I think
yeah,
they call that like power creep.
power creep.
Yeah,
Yep. I think we're perfect now. I think the plan was to just.
I feel like we are.
I feel like we've never ever been perfect on this show.
no
but
one
that's
talk.
all right.
No one talk for 2
that's
seconds.
true.
Just no. Everyone shut the fuck
Guys,
up.
is it good now?
Can everyone just shut
Everyone's
the fuck
so
up?
hype on it. All right. Anyway, we're back.
Are we back? Was that me or you?
I'm gonna have to
Are
whip back.
you picking? Am I being picked up the echoes of this
Check.
whole fucking gigantic room?
No,
with
it's
bad
fine.
acoustics?
Everything's fine.
The room you picked to do the podcast in?
Everything's fine, and I didn't. This is just the way it had to be.
The rum is pretty loud.
The rum's pretty
The
loud.
rum is so loud. I hear myself in the other fucking room.
All right, let's take a breather and let's fucking. Everyone's hyped.
Just
Everyone
get
think it's
get off
way better.
fucking Tinder.
Everyone think
if I see you on Tinder,
it's chat. It's fucking chat.
Notice how
Tinder.
he showed. If you guys actually clip that and zoom in, he showed you his phone's home screen, not chat.
I wasn't on Tinder on the podcast. Anyway, so how? I mean, we've been in the trap. That's it's been pleasant. I think.
It's been good.
You know what I mean? Where you got the mat on the floor. That's my old spot.
Yeah.
Now I'm in the upstairs area.
Yeah, you sleep in a broom closet.
My feet stick out, but we're out here. We're making moves.
We are making moves.
We used
Every
to make.
day feels like a new adventure.
We used to make this joke about how when Miles would come back, that we'd have this like Korean sort of StarCraft-ish bunk bed.
like this horrible grey box that we all just sleep in bunk beds. We wake up blood at 5 a.m.
Yeah, just like this content house.
And we all just hate each other at this point.
Yeah.
And then we get on the camera and we're like, hey guys, in the
Hey, what's
one
up,
corner
gamers?
of our house that looks
it doesn't look like there's trash all the way other place and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
because it's funny. People are like, oh, the old house looks kind of ghetto or whatever. It's like, you don't want to see the camera pan right now. Yeah. Like what we're showing is the best part.
Yeah, it really is. It's got the world map and stuff like that. But yeah, so we've been me and Miles, actually, our computers are right next to each other. So it looks
very
like
cute.
a Bitcoin mining operation.
Yeah, we're playing LAN games every day,
It's actually
Age of
really
Empires
hype.
2.
I feel like it's a big summer vacation.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of
life
sick.
is a summer vacation at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This is why I'm not part of the team anymore.
Well, move into the house.
We
I'm
asked
not
you to,
moving
we
into
asked you
the
to come to
fucking
the house.
My
and-
house is so
couldn't.
disgusting, dude.
it's not that bad.
I can't even
We
fucking-
cleaned.
And if
He
you ain't a
cleaned.
hoe, get up at my trap house.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know the song?
Yeah,
You know the song?
I'm very well aware of my friend Schmurda's songs.
Me and my close acquaintance Schmurda,
He went to
I call
jail
him
so that we
Robert,
could fuck that
actually.
one.
Robert Schmurda.
Robert Schmurda.
But yeah, no, it's been great. The Dabbin Cabin, the Dab Lab, has been getting some use from
Full disclosure, we don't dab, but it's
There's another crew. There's several factions within the house,
Mhm.
and it's a delicate political ecosystem.
it really is.
Also, everyone yells in that house now. I hear
Yelling has been a
everyone-
new precedent.
Yeah.
on Discord, whenever I hop into a call with anyone, whether it's him or Nick or even Neeper, everyone's just fucking yelling now.
It's pretty loud.
It's the new meta.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
then, not only that, I hear other people yelling who aren't even in this call.
We're in a different game.
Upstairs yelling.
yeah, the upstairs men are allowed to yell, to be fair. That's their right.
I'm tired of hearing Chong screaming at the top of his lungs.
Yeah, but sometimes he makes really hype league plays.
Look, dude. Sometimes you just go off in silver, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's fucking Silver 2 account.
Yeah,
Well, full disclosure, I'm down there too with them boys.
yeah,
I think my account's like gold 5 or something.
in league.
Unranked this season, yeah.
Ooh, you're getting
spicy.
there.
Yeah, I'm losing my placement game, so it should be good.
It's so funny that Miles just spreads himself across all these games, and he'll just be like, "I'm the sickest.
I am actually
I'm the
so sick of
sickest
League.
at every single one."
It's actually insane how sick I am at League. My story with League, I wanted to play with Chong and Delaney, and so one night me and Chong were just chilling when I used to room with Chong, and I boosted. We wanted to get back on League. Chong sold his League account.
I
to get
remember
off
I was
crap.
in the because that was before we went to a tournament, and I was staying the night, and Chong bought an account
Yeah, he just straight bought an account.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean, they don't know the account name. Anyway, so
Because he just wanted to play.
yeah. And I've played a lot of Dota 2, and I was thinking, well, this is the kids edition. Just give me an account, get me in there, you know. So I hit up a few friends. Does anyone have League accounts? A few friends of mine had a few spare accounts.
Mm.
It gave me a level 30 account. I could play with the big boys.
Mm.
And so I played a game of ranked. I'm thinking this is going to be pretty easy. I pick a guy, go top. I'm like, I don't want to play with anyone else, you know. I want my own lane.
You want to prove?
He just wants to be 1v1.
Yeah,
dude.
I want a clean 1v1. Anyway, I'm going even, just not overextending, doing Dota stuff, you know. Just staying back. And my team are doing really well in their lanes. I'm playing ranked, by the way, in placement matches on an account I have no idea what rank it's in. And I'm doing okay. Not really dying, not really getting any kills, not really winning my lane, but doing all right. Start grouping up, getting kills, kind of hanging back, tanking when I need to. And so we start pushing and winning. And when it looks like we're going to win the game, we get one racks. And I type in the chat, I'm like, hey guys, I have a secret. And my whole team's like, what's the secret? And I'm like, you want to know the secret? They say, what? I'm like, this is my first game of League of Legends ever. While we're winning.
Yeah.
And half the team are hyped on it, and half of them are just like instantly start flaming.
Really?
2 of them are just writing walls of text instantly.
Really?
Like, really angry.
That's insane.
Calling me like a boosted animal, an account buyer and stuff.
Wasn't that on Jay-Z's account originally?
Whoa. Way to blow up the spot.
Look, he's out the game, and you're dragging him back in.
Snitching like that?
I'm
Oh
not
my God.
First off, you said it on the podcast before, so fuck you.
It's not chill.
Yeah, just
There's tapes. Anyone can check them.
this guy's just putting more heat on the plug like that.
You know what's funny too about Chong buying that account was like, again, I was in the room that night, and this is a guy who one time he clicked on a Bad Melee article. I wrote one and I shared it, and he clicked on it on his phone, and then he said, "I think your article gave me my phone a virus."
Yeah.
And this is the same guy who was like, "Oh, buy an account boosted League of Legends. I know where to go and how to do that immediately."
I mean, he wants it, he's got it. It's the 21st century, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're playing League and stuff, and yeah, it's been fun. But then I won my next game as well. My second game
Did you
ever.
confess?
In the second game?
Yeah.
No, I was just like, I got it now.
He didn't want he didn't want the heat.
I don't
dude.
need any help anymore. I needed help first game, second game I got it. So we win that one as well. I think I won my third game as well, and I get placed in like gold 4 on Jay-Z's account, which was probably really good before I started playing on it. But I won the 3 matches where it's like crunching my ELO the hardest. And then I walk downstairs and I'm just like, gold 4, dude. What up?
He
So
thinks
sick.
he's so sick at every fucking game.
So sick.
You want to know the secret?
What?
Jay's account was like diamond, but I think he tanked the elo.
Jay-Z, I believe,
But I
was
was winning.
challenger.
I was winning.
Yeah.
No,
Check the tapes.
we went to the last Balk.
Hey, what happened? I am sick. Remember skee ball? What happened?
Don't talk about skee ball. We actually did cover that, but yeah,
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm a hero. I'm a hero.
But what I'm saying is, I'm looking for proof that I am in fact.
I'm a hero.
A mini game master.
I'm a hero, and you're just trying to win.
Yeah.
But I'm a god, and I'm sick.
And you know what stories that heroes? You know what heroes do in stories? Win.
You're not the hero of this.
He's got the sickest Wind Ranger
My Wind Ranger is
I've
fucking
ever
godlike.
seen.
Oh,
Anyway,
I feel like we're about to get back on that Dota tip.
we went to the last Balk, and it was actually, I thought the vibe was super super cool because
Balk's always cool.
There were so many goddamn people,
Yeah.
even despite like PM being there. It's pretty cool.
The Belk always looks like a house party until you go inside.
Yeah, it does, doesn't
Everyone's
it?
like spread out on the porch.
Yeah, it looks like a real party. They actually had like a band come and play in the garage.
Yikes.
It was really fun. Really
It was
fun.
super fun.
How was the band?
They played Pumpkin Hill from Sonic Adventure. No, they played real songs too, but I guess that was like a request. The guy was reading the lyrics off his phone, but he did know how the song went.
He really was doing it right.
Yeah. So that was super
That sounds
hype.
like the most miserable thing.
But
I've
we
ever
were
heard in my
making a
life.
joke that like we were driving and I was like, "You think they'll do this again?" And Miles was like, "I mean, when rent comes up."
Yeah.
But what they did is they took the entire venue fee and just bought a bunch of alcohol with it. So it was like,
The entire venue fee?
that's what they said.
There's 180 people there.
It was not 100.
I don't know about 180.
It was like 100 something.
I mean, 90
Low-
melee.
low
I don't
hundies.
know the
Low
the
hundies.
crossover. You think every melee?
I don't think many
entrant-
melee players would have played PM.
Yeah, and there was like 80,
Yeah.
90
I did
people
though.
each.
I lost to
I got
Marion.
slammed in PM, yeah.
Yeah, that's just the way it goes. You lost to Bowser.
Yeah, I lost to Ninty...
Bloodlord Nido.
Something...
Nito.
Is that his tag?
Yeah.
Why do people... That's a fucking Dark Souls boss, alright?
Yeah,
don't
that's-
do
That's
that.
the point.
No, that's not cool. That's not you. That's a Dark Souls boss. You can't be you're not a Dark Souls boss. You're a man.
Yeah, that's why my tag's my name.
No, that's good.
I don't like that. I've never liked
Actually,
that.
yeah, that's kind of sus.
Yeah.
Your
it's
your
a-
tag is Don B.
Yeah.
It's literally your last name.
It's
same
not,
as mine.
though. It really isn't, though.
It's like
It's Don B.
closely.
It's different.
What's your last name, Miles?
Dobney.
Fucking got me, I guess.
Idiot.
What about Slime, dude? Fucking weak tag.
I think
Actually, people love my tag.
Horse Divorce was better.
You think Horse Divorce is better? You
Yeah.
think if I say, "What's up, guys? It's Horse Divorce from Bad Melee" in the first video, that it would have.
I think it's trashier, yeah.
Horse Divorce.
It makes you sound more
It's a
Jimmy.
bit more smutty.
It does. It is
It's
a
a
gym
name.
tag. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Ugh. I mean, and then there's Neeper.
Also,
But it's with it. It's like knee, like Captain Falcon, you know?
It's like Captain Falcon.
Yeah, so
you
it's
play
fucking
Falcon,
sick.
bro.
That's actually dope, though, because it's like his last name, but it's also Captain
He's
Falcon.
so mad.
That's the joke, though. Like,
Everyone is actually just resting his levels, but he doesn't have the heart to change them.
What's up?
I can't hear you. My mic is too loud.
So remember with also, I mean, should we talk about like? No, that's just a dumb thing to bring in a conversation.
well,
about.
now you have to bring.
We play
it
a
up.
lot of Fortnite in the house. I'll say
All right,
that
so
much.
we're on that Fortnite tip.
We're on that tip, and
God.
it's super fun.
It's-
But we were talking about how like PUBG, it kind of paved the way, right? But PUBG was like that.
PUBG's an abusive relationship
it was
to us.
it was abusive relation. It was buggy. It was like it it wasn't.
Sometimes it just didn't work.
It didn't work. You had
Sometimes
to reload
you fire
the
your
page.
gun
Like
and it's just like, no, you didn't.
it
Gaslighted you.
The HTML fucking title screen page that you had to refresh.
That was the worst part of it.
And it was funny because like we all just put up with it because Battle Royale was like this thing. And it's like, oh, sick. We gotta play it.
It's like this hot new thing. We're like, this is how relationships are.
Yeah,
With Battle Royale.
It must just be like this.
Yeah.
It's okay that it doesn't work sometimes and that I have a 1080 in my computer and it doesn't run well.
Yeah, I mean, the optimization's poor, but
And then like Fortnite comes along and it's just like,
just everything that PUBG wasn't.
yeah, dude.
Reliable, beautiful.
I don't think Fortnite's
funny.
that beautiful.
I
think
mean,
it's reliable. It
Dude,
just
when those
works.
sunsets hit,
It works so well. That's all it is.
it works really well. It's free to play.
It's just too cartoony for me. I don't know.
That's what Neeper's
I
knocking
like
about it too. But
I like the
you think
content.
it's too
These guys
cartoony,
he plays
Neighbor?
League of Legends.
No.
It's
It's
true.
literally shoot a League of Legends with the graphics.
I was like,
yeah.
I play Dota.
Yeah, like I think that analogy gets made a lot. Like PUBG is the Dota 2.
Well, we've been saying that.
Yeah, but if like honestly, and I've always shat on League of Legends because it's not Dota. But if this is the way League really is,
Yeah.
maybe it is a funner game.
It's not.
Yeah, it's kind of doesn't translate as well.
Okay,
It actually
But-
doesn't.
because I don't know
translate
because
at
I've
all.
only played like a couple of games of League in my life. So
Yeah, I feel like PUBG
League is boneless Dota.
is Fortnite boneless PUBG?
no.
No, it's.
But like it's the same like
Mechanically,
PUBG, right?
it's
You get
different.
run up on, you're having a very bad time. You're probably dead if they see you first, right?
In Fortnite,
In Fortnite, you
start
can make
throwing
plays.
shit up.
You have the flash.
yeah,
You know, you can make plays around. But like the stuns in PUBG, it's like, you know, Dota, you got these 4-second stuns or 3-second stuns. PUBG kind of feels the same. Like if you get shot, you're in a really bad. Like your guy slows down running. You can't just turn around and start building all of his stuff. Like you can't really you can't be as creative.
yeah.
It's much more positional in PUBG, and I feel like you're limited to how good your position is a lot of the time, and that creates camping. Where I feel like Fortnite is a game that promotes moving more.
Yeah, it encourages playmaking, and I've often wondered like if that's a sort of way to engineer your game is to like where big plays are possible.
But I think if you play
Look-
Champion Fortnite, you go a long way.
Well, the
too.
map's smaller for a start, right?
yeah,
And there's
Yeah.
less places to hide. Also, things being destructible means that hiding in a building and just sitting by the door with a shotgun isn't really viable. Because if you get caught out in that spot, you can just get your building destroyed by rocket launcher or whatever.
yeah.
Fortnite's so whack. Why are we doing
Fortnite is so good.
Do you not
Or-
like playing it? Do you like PUBG? What do you
pref-
like?
I pref-
What do you like in general?
Yeah.
Let's
I
talk.
feel like the list is so small at the moment.
I don't know what else.
Yerbs.
that's
one thing.
it. It's yerbs, goths, and that's it.
I feel like he doesn't even like other goths, though. He's like
I
a
don't
cat
think-
that won't socialize.
I think so too. I
That's-
think you see
that's-
another goth on the TV and you're like,
Why do you think? Why do you think in the Goth Thoughties channel of the Discord you're not allowed to talk or hear other people in it?
you know, I deleted it, right?
Did you actually?
Yeah.
If I check right now, it's deleted.
It's not going to be there.
And Little Pete Memorial. Is
Little
still
Pete
on.
Memorial Chat, but also
Little Pete Memorial Chat's pretty good right now.
I like
pretty
that
hot.
one.
Men are.
No, that one's not there either. The only Discord
You guys
channel
erased
song,
that
the only
because-
the only Discord channel for voice right now is Street Fucking.
Really, that's it?
Did you really?
That's it.
What about Jer?
Jer, whatever.
What happened to Gamer Nation?
Gamer Nation's still there.
Okay, good.
That's
I meant like general
Yeah.
channels. But yeah,
you're fucking whack.
Street Fucking, dog.
This is the worst mistake.
It's a hot new track.
I don't know what I like. Why? What do you
I don't
like?
know. I like.
I like PUBG. Oh, sorry.
I was
Fortnite.
asking Anthony first.
Well, I'm going to speak for myself now over Anthony because we're getting back in the swing of things on this show.
It's good to be back.
We're finally hitting our stride again, as you can see. All right, so I'll let you go first. Actually,
I like Final Fantasy OSTs. I like
Pocky.
Boba. I like.
Just like going down the list of weeaboo shit.
This is the first thing that popped into my
Final
head.
Fantasy OSTs.
I don't know.
You don't know either.
I like sushi and hot wings, but not too hot. I'm just saying, I got a lot of things. I'm just saying, it's okay.
He likes Tinder.
It's okay to like stuff.
Fucking loves Tinder.
Why?
There's a lot
Look,
of girls on there that he likes too.
Look, I've just been grinding my, Tinder.
You've had a good week.
Grinding Tinder.
Yeah, sometimes you have a good week.
Sometimes you have to grind to shine.
It's true, and that's okay.
I thought this was a very nice Christian.
It
When
is.
has this ever been a Christian show?
It is a Christian show.
Oh, okay.
Because
Very
God
Christian.
is with us at all times.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we drop a lot of amen, brothers, but other than
we do, don't we?
Very wholesome, very Christian Discord.
Yeah.
hey, do you think ironically saying amen, brother, is doing me points if there is a God?
I don't know. I mean, I
'Cause-
think he knows, right?
But we're still
That's, like,
saying
his
it, though.
thing.
We're still saying it.
What
That has
if
to
God's a
rack up.
woman? You ever think about that?
She is still. She does know. You know what I mean? So
And she's holding it against you.
she's holding it against you that you're saying it ironically. But what if
She's-
someone
I-
hears you say "Amen, brother"?
You get into heaven, and she's like, I just think it's funny how.
God's just a passive aggressive girlfriend.
She's like, I'm not mad, but.
What if someone hears you say "Amen, brother" on the street and they're like, you know what? I should turn it all around, and they start going to church.
Or what if someone hears it? It's like, I too like InfoWars.
It's not InfoWars. It's Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is definitely getting into heaven.
He just
There's
says,
a place carved out for him.
but
And
he
Macho
says
Man.
Hulk Hogan, brother, not Amen.
He says "Amen, brother."
He says amen, brother, a
He
lot.
says Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen those bits where
Okay,
it's like,
can I be real about Hulk Hogan for a
Oh,
minute?
Oh
Come
God,
on,
not
man.
this, please. Not the last
Not
pure
HH.
thing in this world. You remember that sex tape and he fucked that girl and then
Yeah,
he said,
he-
"I feel gross," because he ate sushi. That's a real man right there.
on some real shit.
That really happened.
Anyways, Hulk Hogan is a conservative piece of shit.
Is he?
He was telling kids to like stay in school and shit.
No, no.
and praise Jesus.
What?
No, no.
What's wrong with that?
But, like, you know,
he's
the
saying
whole-
that when kids ask him how he got so big and so strong, he would say like, "Eat your veggies, listen to your parents, and stay in school."
And
Yeah,
praise
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's shit like that.
Well, I mean, amen, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I'm trying to
because
Hulk out, be nice to my mom, eat my veggies.
That sounds
That's
fucking
good shit.
hype.
he voted for Reagan, dog.
All right.
You're making that up.
All right, he's FOS.
I did
He's
make,
FOS.
I did make that up, but,
I was ready to believe anything.
yeah. Just slandering Hulk Hogan.
I feel like,
Hulk Hogan.
look,
What's he supposed to say? I do fucking steroids, kids. That's how I'm so big.
I do steroids.
I'm on that juice.
I do steroids,
Alright.
and in 15 years, there's gonna be a
He's like, fuck
tape
your
that
mom.
comes out.
Only eat Popeyes. Hate your parents. Like, no, he's telling them eat veggies, be good. That's great. That's a good
he
message.
did Pasta Mania.
That's like,
he did
Pastamania.
Suburban Commando with Rick Moranis.
That's sick.
dude, that's like Cookie Monster telling kids that cookies are sometimes food. That's a good message.
Yeah, it is a good message. But I don't think
Is it-
Cookie Monster ever said that.
No, new Cookie Monster's on that tip.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
He beat his demon, his
He-
crippling cookie
He
addiction.
eats vegetables sometimes now.
No.
I feel like
Look
that
up cookies are
betrays-
sometimes food because literally it's an American PSA that he had to make. He's like,
He's like,
you will
"Listen,
get
guys,
diabetes.
This isn't. I was wrong the whole time.
He's like, look, I know we have a lot of fun here eating cartoon bags of cookies.
I
but
don't like that shit. I think Cookie Monster should have stayed on his.
You think he shouldn't be walking back his
Yeah.
ideologies?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
I
just
agree.
Smokes
Stick by what
crack
you
till
say.
he's resting.
Yeah. Who's the
Freebasing
trash can
cookie dough?
homie? Who's
Oscar?
trash can? Oscar the Grouch.
You know Oscar's on that base. You know the first hit's free when you come up to Oscar, bro.
Oscar's definitely moving weight and not just a loud
Not
pack.
just a loud.
He'll break up anything, dude.
He lives in a trash can, dude. Of course.
He cuts it up for a living, dude.
He steps on it daily.
You know he's cutting it up with whatever he finds in that can.
Yeah, doesn't matter. That's why you don't get your shit from Oscar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know that Cookie Monster turned a new leaf.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just had
That's
to.
It's a good thing.
That's fucking loud.
Why shouldn't our role models be spreading good messages?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I
Why
got-
are you coming at Hogan's neck?
I got Big Bird. He could tell
Big
me to.
Bir-
He could tell me to eat vegetables. Cause he's kind of whack, and then vegetables is kind of whack, but it's something you need to do.
How is vegetables
How is
whack?
Big Bird whack? That's what I'm more concerned about.
You're just like this MC Escher painting of just like opinions that are just
You're
crossing.
vegan. What the fuck do you eat
That's
if you
what
don't
I'm
eat
saying.
vegetables?
Stop. I'm saying generally kids see vegetables.
Kids are gonna think that's whack. Yeah,
God,
yeah. Okay.
Context.
Okay, good.
Are you guys?
I'm glad
in
we're back on the
I'm
same
glad,
team.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are fucking This is the worst day of my life.
That seems to be every day. You're saying that a lot these days.
Yeah.
You know what? You say you're gonna throw up a lot, but I never see you
But
throw up.
Is each day outdoing the next?
Is
every
today
mo-
the worst day of your life?
Yeah,
Every
moment you
time it's
see me.
outdoing it.
In Office Space.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was actually true and we were just getting like progressively worse as people. And it really was the worst day
That'd be
every
kind of
time.
cool because it's like, how far do you go?
And like we can't see it, but like from his lens, we're just like these slime monsters who really are
Yeah,
creating
we're
the
just
worst
gross.
days of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a nail on the head.
He comes to the trap house and it's like this actual haunted house.
Dude, the trap house is actually hard for me to go to, and it's
Come on, man. I feel like you're beating that up. Like you're on some. It's
No, because I
propaganda.
left and I got out and I'm like, wow.
Remember
you
when
guys
we
live
shot
like
the
this.
video?
I hated every moment of that.
But Rob was there.
Rob's chill.
You like Rob?
Nothing against. It's just the.
He smoked a blunt the size of a churro in the garage. You were
I-
chill with that?
I wasn't there.
Really?
I
Did you dip before that?
I dipped.
Oh, jeez.
The old
I had
dab
to
and
dip.
dip combo, huh?
It's just everyone yells. There's like 80 people in there.
It's
at
the
one
sensory
time.
overload.
There's a lot of yelling.
There's
What-
a lot of
oh,
yelling these days in the house.
Everyone's dabbing and yelling and
Certain people are dabbing.
California, bro.
Leave me.
Yeah, let it be known the downstairsman. Actually, I have a visa to the upstairs
I'm in extra questioning
for life.
for the upstairsman.
Me and Miles are the downstairsmen. The rest of the boys are the upstairsmen, and they have more priorities and rights than we do.
They just pay more rent.
They
They
pay
have
more
real
rent.
rooms.
hmm I have that because my closet is on the upstairs. I am an upstairsman.
Literally in the
visa.
closet.
Yeah.
you can't even close your own door.
I can't close the door. I could, but I'd have to like put the mattress pad like.
You have to roll it up.
Yeah, it'd be a
close,
process.
roll
I
it
did
up.
it the
though, 'cause
first
when I
night.
brush my teeth, I can check on you to see that you're all right.
Yeah, so in case they didn't like paint on me or something like that, or play an
I think
upstairs
we can
prank.
make sure that the homies are still safe, you know,
It's true. Miles gives homies the kiss every night.
while they're sleeping.
I like that.
And even if they ask for it to be not while sleeping, that's not an option.
That's slippery slope.
Unconscious
Yeah.
only.
Speaking of,
Smooches for the
unironically
homies.
speaking of homies kissing,
Oh shit! I feel bad. He seems in a bad mood.
Are you in a bad mood, Nieper?
What? Do you don't remember kissing? He kissed
All right.
Ludwig
yeah, he's happy with that.
twice,
I think.
right?
Yeah, they went back for more.
There was a really big, really deep night at the trap house last weekend, and Nieper and Ludwig end up kissing.
It definitely took off. That one started out slow, but took off.
It took all the way
That
off.
grew legs and ran.
Yes, it did. That was you know what? It was good that you didn't go to that one.
You don't want to be there for that one.
Yeah, it was good.
Why?
It got a little wild.
People just didn't.
It
Boys
got
were on bad behavior that night.
yeah.
And usually, I say to them, boys, please. This time that didn't work.
Miles
Yeah.
is the most. We were talking about this on the way because at Balk, Miles got pretty. You had the Bombatorade combo again,
Yeah, I'm off that grape.
and so it was grape Gatorade and Bombay gin,
Yeah.
and
Bombay Sapphire.
and so he pretty much killed the whole thing and then gunned two, and then so he was on
Reload.
the way. He was on the way home, and he was just like, I was trying to get home really fast because I had a Tinder date, and Miles was like, no, we're gonna sit outside and I'm gonna finish this cigarette because he bummed a cigarette off somebody.
Smoke a cig at the end of the night. That's
And he
my
made
ritual.
he made us stand outside of Mike's car, and I just waited. I'm
You
like,
guys were trying to make me throw it. It was like I was like all the way halfway to coach.
here's the thing: you asked that girl if to have one earlier, and it was a menthol, and you turned it down, and then you went back to the well.
I knew I was going to have one cigarette for the night, and I didn't want it to be menthol.
He doesn't want to smoke glass, bro.
Right? I knew I was going to smoke one cigarette, and I was like,
You just went back on your word.
yeah, because things change when you have 3 more shots. That's what happens. I didn't even I went back there, and she's like, it's time, and I was like, it's time.
Well, what I was saying is like Miles, the darkest I've ever seen Miles on like off one, is actually just not bad. He's just like it's in his. He's a good lad
I
when
keep
he
it,
drinks.
I keep it
But
under
then
control.
Keeps
you're
it
saying
100.
at that house there's
Sometime-
other people.
Yeah,
Look, there were a few others who didn't keep it as classy as I did that night.
it's hard to do. You're
It
very
is.
classy.
Yeah, I mean, I maybe that's just my sober state is in the. I'm also moving, you know. I'm on that moving groove life.
You're always a bit sauced up.
No,
Not like literally
yes,
sauced
but
up,
unrelated.
yeah.
but what I'm saying is, yeah, maybe it's just. No, it's actually no. People were just being fuckheads.
Yeah.
no, there's.
I had another topic we should have brought up.
Well, maybe you should actually.
Is there
check
any
the topics
like?
or
Is
not.
there any? I feel so bad that there's no melee.
I think
being
I'm just
talked about.
lucky that
That
the
just
thing
turn-
that I like to my thing of choice to do at a party happens to treat me pretty well. It doesn't treat everybody else as well.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Is there anything in melee that's happened?
There's a National Arcadian. There was.
What about in the downtime? Do we
in
go
the
all the way
downtime?
back?
Shit, we just pick it right back up at Pat's house.
That was actually, if we want to talk about like awkward shittiness.
I was like, I remember seeing you from like meters away and just like, oh god, there he is. Like, oh god, what do I do?
I was at home feeling this. Like, that's how big
Yeah,
the radiation of these.
Well, you were in the chat when it went down too. Well, I guess not. Like
Not
we
the
took
chat.
it to DMs.
Yeah, it went to
but-
DMs pretty quick.
But yeah, the whole.
Well, we have a chat between. It was basically just like a "you always do this" off some dumb shit. Like whatever it was
Miles
about.
put it pretty well. It's like Slime's being a princess, and then Dawson's being a princess back, and that's pretty much what
Yeah.
it was.
You guys were just arguing
Because I am a
semantics.
fucking princess.
and so am I.
And you better.
You better.
We're the talent.
Yeah.
You guys were just it was like I told you no lettuce. You always do this, and you're like, what do you mean I always do this? And then you're like, just the little things, You don't look after me. You don't take care of me. When have I never taken care of you? It was like on that level
yeah,
of.
it was.
But you guys got over it, and all it
No,
took
but
was
Pat's house, because that happened, I think,
It was like right before
the
Pat's house.
day, like almost the day before. I think it was like
Holy
2
moly.
days
What a terrible
before.
time to have this happen.
Yeah.
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 Like we were going to do the San Diego cast.
Yeah,
And
we were. Oh. Fuck.
Oh, and you just ghosted that?
What's worse is I
ended up
drove
doing
with
it, didn't you?
Dia and
Didn't you end up doing that?
Yeah, with Dion Chroma. Check it out.
I drove with Dia
Dawson
and
noticeably absent.
and Dia and Drift King, I think.
Oh
that's
yeah,
his name.
Tianu.
Tiana, there you go. I was driving with him, and I think another guy who was like stoned out of his mind. It was actually so funny. I was like, "Are you okay?" he just like looked at me and was like, "No." He was a
Really?
ghost. I don't want to put his name out there, but he.
Do we know him?
I knew who he was
Okay,
because
okay.
I've played him before. Like
That's
a long
so
time ago.
funny.
I love that he was honest too. Because when you're that high, you are honest.
Yeah,
You're just like
you're nothing but
you're like, please get me out of here.
am I gonna be like this forever?
God, I was telling Noel, like he was like, oh, I don't know if like we were drinking or something. He's like, oh, that's a lot to drink, and I was like if I took one dab with you ever, I would
Yeah.
we'd be like, oh, let's play Fortnite or whatever. Be like, I'll leave the Fortnite. I'm gonna have an existential crisis.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stare at a table for 7 hours.
I'm not gonna be okay. Like it's not okay.
But I had like talked to Dia like, "Oh, so you're gonna be on tonight?" I was like, "No," and then he was like, "Ooh, yeah."
Ugh, that was so messy. It just
That was a messy.
It was just a messy times. But we're back. That's what was cool. Remember when we hopped in the call and it was just like
instant.
it was instant.
Yeah.
It was good times.
We joked
back
for
to
like
cooking.
30 minutes before we
chopped it
yeah.
up. It was good times.
Yeah, I heard. Well, because you were both thinking the same thing. It was all ready to go.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to check up on my homie, just see what he's
I'm
doing.
getting a little kiss goodnight.
Being part of a capitalist scheme now, I just need to make sure that he's.
Which capital scheme are you referring to? Because there's a few going on right now.
The loud pack?
All of them.
Is the Loud Pack going to be our new name for the crew?
Loud. We
'Cause
can't,
you know
we can't
what?
name anything because then it dies.
No, I know it will
It
die
sucks.
really quickly.
Everyone-
but it's also the house is yelling at the moment,
it
so
is.
it really, literally is a Loud Pack.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's sick.
But a Loud Pack is on its way out. Just like when the stocks of something are so high that you can never see it not being funny anymore.
yeah, and then it
then
happens.
Crashes almost immediately when people pick it up.
You know what's still hot is the like memes. I'm talking memes in general, but like the Drake like no yes meme.
Yeah.
That's still hot because it's so
That's a slow
like
burner.
base. You
It
know,
is. It's a safe like.
it's like I don't like that thing. I like that thing. Like no one has ever
Yeah.
not experienced that feeling.
That's pretty much like that image has been around for so long. It's cemented itself as a template, not a meme. Like there are templates that have stuck.
yeah, but
stood
the
test of
brain
time.
the brain meme template is also that, but it doesn't seem as hot. And
Brain-
it doesn't seem
brain
as
meme
real.
is-
I feel
Yeah.
like it just doesn't have the same net. It's more. I
Also-
feel like a neckbeard is behind this work, whereas the the Drake one, I feel like, applies to so many more things and is so much more widespread.
Drake's just sick, dude.
Well, to be fair, the
Drake is
brain
sick.
meme is based on knowing the right answer but doing the wrong thing anyway, and that's sort of a complex process, that more complex than liking something, not liking something.
Alternatively, it's about being ultra woke on some stupid shit.
Yeah. And that's,
Like,
again, more of a complicated process that lessens the longevity of a meme, I think.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that the Drake one is just such a big net.
Yeah, it's sick.
And just applies like...
Just like Hotline Bling.
So many people can see that and relate to it instantly.
I watched that Taylor Swift video. We were looking at YouTube, like big YouTube videos today. What's that Taylor Swift song?
Blank Space.
I never even heard that or saw that video.
It's a good video.
This is a good video. She's pretty.
I love Taylor.
How do
I
you
was
feel
te-
about Taylor Swift,
I was
Austin?
telling
How do you
Slime...
think I feel about Taylor Swift?
I can only assume that you hate her.
I
My-
love Carly Rae Jepsen.
Ooh.
Well, yeah.
actually,
Emotion.
Carly Rae is like the
she
goth
makes good
Taylor
music.
Swift.
Yeah.
she's
got
making
a
good
mullet.
music.
She does have. She really rocks it like
Yeah.
that. I've always argued that she has like that. Not to take this the wrong way, but like that trailer park like look, you know, like she'd really settle down with you.
She's pretty bubbly.
She'd cook up a can of SpaghettiOs for you.
God, I'm about that.
Right? Miles has this like American girl like idea.
It's so fucked up too, because it's obviously like no. Anyway, you explain
He
it.
wants this like to find this girl that like eats at Denny's all the time, like what? I can't even think
I
of
don't know about
anything.
Denny's because I actually kind of hate Denny's, but if she wanted to go there, I'd be down.
So what? Explain this.
No, I think
Archetype.
You know how we were talking about McDonald's girl in like Colorado or just anywhere.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a bit further, not LA maybe.
Right.
And she just works at McDonald's and she's pretty simple. She sleeps on a fold out and she just wants to watch Rick and Morty with you and get shitty breakfast food.
That's his dream.
And she just like her clothes are kind of bummy. Like she doesn't have much,
That's the waste man's
but she.
It's the
bride.
waste woman,
It's the
yeah.
waste man's bride.
That's it, dude. I'm ready. You know, we'll make ends meet.
Yeah, you gotta.
Barely.
And you know,
And you're gonna be happy the whole way.
I'll finesse just to see a smile
What
on
if
her
she
face.
comes home and someone fire in the hold at the drive-thru?
That's when I'm happy that they sell firearms in this country. I'd say number plate, and that's the only thing I'd ask her before hitting the road.
You ever fire in the hole?
no, because it's a dick move.
It is a
Fire in the hole is timeless. That is the perfect.
just like the idea of it is so
That is
fucking
that
funny to me.
that high school bullshit where you're just
Yeah, no, it is.
No, it's just so base. It's like there's no. I love how
Oh,
devoid
God.
of anything it is.
For those who
like
don't
you're,
know,
you're an
fire
actual monster.
a fire in the hole is when you go through a drive-through and they give you a drink that you purchase, and then you yell "fire in the hole" and you just throw it the fuck back in there.
I was a
know what I was
barista for
thinking
some
is, like-
time, and if someone did that to me with a drink I just made, I would literally beat the living shit out of them.
It's so funny because
That's like not
what
okay.
It, what it would
That's an
spark is such a primal anger.
Yeah, no, it's this like beautiful base like experience.
Because it's inhuman, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking...
But it's inhuman, but it's also perfectly human.
No.
It doesn't make any sense.
You're a fucking monster. It's that, dude.
It's the most base laugh you can go for.
That's an FOS, dude.
Oh yeah.
I would fade
You would
someone.
toss the visor on the ground, and you'd walk outside.
You try to jump out the window.
That would, you think about that? That person might quit that fucking job.
Yeah, just
that
for,
makes it funny.
just for,
No. Oh my god.
we do not condone firing in the hole.
Don't fire in the hole.
It's super messed
Dude,
up.
you know what I'm thinking?
But like,
Is,
I will watch a
you know
lot of
what
videos
You know
on
what
it.
I would do if I got fire in the hold? Is have a reverse fire in the
always
hole
ready.
to go.
Always
ready.
cold. Always full of
Full
ice.
of ice. Yeah.
And it's a suicide.
No,
It's,
you
it's
gotta
all
do-
the all the drinks.
You got to do a shake.
Yeah, well, like
Or
the-
if you're trying to, the tears are like Coke. All right, you got me. Shake my upholstery. It's ruined.
yeah, but
Coffee.
Oh,
That's like
that's a weapon.
That's like crazy. You're trying to hurt the guy. Like you've been firing the hole 3 times that week, and you're
You've
done
had
with
it, yeah.
You keep it piping hot in the you throw the whole percolator through.
Jesus Christ. No, but like with a shake, it would be two together. You know what I mean? It would be like a solid item, and it's just
If
like
it's a thick shake,
No,
it's gonna.
you let the.
you let
shake
it
sit.
melt a little bit. Yeah.
Well, you just throw
That's-
milk.
So it gets that filmy, like no. Shake is worse because there's like extra sugar in it, so it really.
Really
fucks
gets
up
in
the
there.
person's
Yeah.
car.
If it's a thick shake though, then it's not moving out the goddamn.
You don't
Stri-
use thick shakes.
McFlurries, straight out the fucking breast.
You're throwing ice cream, dude. At that point,
Oh, you guys, coning is something that I thought was distinctly not funny.
coning
I
was
didn't think
never
it was
funny
either. Yeah, because it was just like, look at how silly this
How
is.
random I am.
Because it's all about the reaction. Like Fire
in the Hole is visceral.
it is very visceral, and it's almost even funny if there is no one in there. You're just yossing a fucking drink back in.
One time in high school, these two kids, one of them who was known for causing trouble and one of them who was like a lot bigger than us at that age, he was just swinging a golf club around one of these guys and he managed to hit, by accident, this bigger kid, right? And there was a moment where they both stared at each other and this smaller kid had realized what he'd done. He'd accidentally hit this guy with a club pretty hard. And there's a moment where they're just like, and then he drops the club and just starts running. You know? And that's kind of like, because this other kid is so angry.
Yeah.
And he's really big. And that's kind of like Fire in the Hole. It's like that split second where it hits and it's just like,
It's
and then it's just
fight
pure
or
anger.
flight.
Yeah. And
Like-
there's something that was so funny to us when he was just swinging this club around and accidentally hit this kid and then they paused and then he chased him for must have been 30 minutes. But that moment where it's like the anger sets in is just so real.
I think the difference for me, like where I put the emotional like baggage into it, is that person's working like a shitty minimum wage job.
Yeah, no,
and you are
it's not even cool if it's like a business executive.
It's-
Actually, it is.
actually it's way cool.
Yeah, fuck the system.
Yeah. Come out of courthouse and he's
Just boom. Yeah.
On the super American corporate jock life, it's like, no, that guy's somebody, though. He's doing something. Like, that McDonald's guy firing the hole 50 times a day, bro. He's fucking worthless.
You're on some rich get rich.
Yeah. Like right guys who are just like, servers aren't people.
Yeah, keep them down with corn syrup.
Yeah.
You
Make
know.
him... it's like, if that... Don't call that guy sir. Just read his name tag. Be like, hey, Jim, give me some more coffee, dude. You know what? A big turn-off when somebody's rude to a server.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
but firing the hole is just firing the hole is totally disconnected.
So I was on a date with this girl, right? We go to Taco Bell. We
I
fire.
fired
You know, it's chill. And then we say, we want to sit down, get some fine Denny's cuisine. She's a dick to this waiter.
She only tips 15%.
And I was like, you know what? I'm out. I don't.
I brush the coke off my shirt and I leave.
That's the point where she's like into the fire in the hole, and you're like, yeah, this is like sick. Someone I can relate to.
Yeah.
It's just a dick to like the waiter or waitress, and you're like, oh fuck, what did I do?
I suddenly feel distanced.
Yeah.
No, but for real though, it's like
There's no difference.
it's so easy to be nice to a server.
Yeah,
Literally
it
say
is.
please and thank you when they give
Just
you stuff.
be a human.
Yeah, and some people are like, no, I'm paying to not because.
Right.
But
Because
what that means to me is that ideally you would just be mean all the
yeah,
time.
that's yeah.
It's more
the
fucked up because I
privilege.
think in the Midwest they don't like pay them actual wages. And
Yeah.
They live off
Yeah.
tips.
Well, yeah, they get paid like $3 an hour or something like
But
that.
also
No,
it
I
costs.
don't think that's-
It costs like $3 a day to live in the Midwest, so it's fine.
Is it like that in Colorado? I don't think
in
it's
Colorado,
like
I
that
think it's like, yeah, you only get paid like their checks are tiny. Like their checks
feel-
is a small bite.
I was never a server, but
I don't
would-
think you could handle being a server emotionally.
Oh, definitely not. One
One guy tips below 20% and does it just like worst day of my life. I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna throw up.
No, I gotta DDT that person and then throw up.
Yeah, I think Fire in the Hole though is funny conceptually, but it's pretty horrific in
Yeah.
in reality.
Yeah. No. Definitely.
Don't fire in the hole.
Don't fire
kids.
in the hole.
If
Not
you-
even for the meme.
If
That's a
you do
PSA.
fire in the hole against my wishes, send me the clip.
God no. If we get one clip, that blood is on our hands.
Look, I'm not saying don't do it, but I'll show Slime and he'll think it's funny.
And I'll say I won't. I don't think it's.
I've seen videos of Fire in the Hole's backfire where the
That's the
person is
best.
onto it and it's just a closed window. Yeah, and it's just like, what the?
He's been rejecting Fire in the Holes. His
Yeah.
left arm to close that window is just so fast
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, it's quick. It's funny. It's like the 7-Elevens in like the hood with the fucking plexiglass.
Yeah.
It's like now you got to do McDonald's like that not because of robberies, but a fire in the hole.
Yeah, because it takes times you get the drink and you have to like pull the pin and then like.
And not pulling the pin is funnier because
Yeah.
it hits with impact.
Yeah.
Like if because the
Really?
drink
Yeah, yeah.
spills as you throw it.
I've
right?
always seen.
It's like a canister. It's like a detonated.
It's like a molly.
yeah.
When it hits, it explodes.
Yeah.
When I was walking, I was in college and I was walking home on the street, and someone tried to fire in the homie from driving. They did, and they just like fucking whipped this drink, and it just whizzed by my head, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And I felt like I almost died, like I just narrowly escaped death. And I told my friend about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, you almost got popped." That's what they called it. I was like, "What the fuck
had a
is
name
this?"
for it?
Yeah, I was like, he's like, "Yeah, I used to pop people all the time." I'm like, "Motherfucker!" yeah.
I think that's less funny than I think fire in the hole's funny because you've got it and then you throw it straight back through, and it's through a window as well, which makes it kind of skillful.
Yeah, it's a skill shot.
and also that it might hit like someone in the fry line.
Yeah,
or-
that's like bonus points.
Yeah, like there's a lot that's funny about it to me
That sounds more fucked up
And
because say
also-
you got like.
because you've just purchased it.
Yeah.
You just paid for that. That's how little fucks you get.
Dude, what if it gets in the fryer and it's just like,
Oh my god.
like you get a water to fire the hole and it's just,
Fire in the hole is cool because it's like throwing like a big screwdriver into like mechanical gears.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
And it's all funny. Like if it hits the guy who's serving you, it's like he just served you a drink and now you're throwing it at him. That's fucked.
Right.
If it hits a guy further back, he didn't even see you.
Yeah.
If it hits the front, it's all good.
It's all good.
Don't do it.
Please don't fire in the
Anyway.
hole. We were talking in the car the other day about, remember that college team got their trophy revoked because they were
Interesting.
And we made an analogy to where, like, we were talking about speed running, but I think it could apply to Melee too. Is like, what if someone hits the sickest world record, ZFG? He
I think
hits-
it applies much more to speedrunning than Melee.
but like our analogy was that his dick was out the whole time. At what point?
Okay, because they weren't cheating, they were just getting paid, is what was. So these college athletes got a championship revoked because a few of the players on the team were receiving money in.
In exchange for playing
Yeah.
football, and that is not allowed. College athletes aren't allowed to.
They
take-
didn't cheat
can't
ever
get-
though. They won
Yeah.
fair and square.
Yeah, they were just getting paid to play.
you're not allowed to.
And,
get paid
and like, what does revoking a trophy really mean? It's like everyone knows we still won. Like if they
Yeah.
cheated, if they roided or did something in the game that was wrong, yeah, that's not a fair win.
Right.
But they won the game fair and square.
Yeah, and so the analog to that is, does a world record not count
If your dick's out.
If your if your dick's out the whole time, right?
And obviously it does. You're just playing games. You just got your hog out. That's fine. I mean, that's just an R-rated video at that point, right?
Yeah, but like it's also like, what if it's just unbeatable? It's just an unbeatable record, and
And now
like you were green screened into the feed. Like you can't look away from Link doing super slides
So you've ingrained your penis on the greatest
and
Zelda
balls.
record
Yeah.
of all time.
Right? Yeah.
Well, obviously they're going to clip the video so that you're not in it anymore, unless you're like
No,
literally.
you're green screened against the gameplay.
Well, then they're going to
footage.
say that it's unrecognizable, and that nothing should be over the gameplay footage. There's a lot of speedruns have a lot of criteria that is like a clean.
Okay, what if your dick changes positions in different transparent areas of the gameplay?
It's hard
and
for
it
it to be
just
over the
pops up.
gameplay because they're going to try to
It's
disqualify
in
you for that.
corners. It's not that big, but it's there.
Again, over the gameplay is a problem.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if it's like a Franker Z in the corner?
Anything moving around on the gameplay, like
That's
for
a good point.
it's
That's a good
us.
point.
for,
Okay,
for
okay,
Donkey
okay.
Kong, for example, like how it's coming out now that a lot of records were faked is it was taped, right? And there's just like a tiny wave in the tape. You know when you film a CRT,
Yeah.
it gets those waves? One of those waves moved and scores changed
Oh, I see.
in a way that was plausible but didn't actually happen or something.
Right.
Basically anything that's over gameplay like
Okay.
that.
I'm
is
just
sus.
trying to...
But basically, if you're in the play camp, maybe you're doing commentary over the run and you're just saying stuff that's really inappropriate.
Yeah. And at what point do you... It's just the idea of revoking something based on a non-cheating
But you know what?
element is really interesting to me.
This topic is kind of like, should we say you're a Mango fan and it comes out that say you're a fan of Armada and it comes out that he has like some rape accusation. Actually, that's kind of fucked. Say it comes out that Armada does something in his private life that you don't agree with, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Okay.
Armada won a tournament, but he punched a kid at the tournament.
That's hurting someone at a venue again is like kind of grounds.
Yeah,
for a
you're
ban.
looking for something
Like,
that's
just
just not
barely-
necessarily
Armada just
punishable.
like watches really, really sus porn and just like loves weird hentai.
It's really hard to like correlate, because
What I'm saying is, should are we judged on the things we say and do, or the excellence that we're showing. And I think celebrities are the same. It's like they say a political opinion. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but you're a fucking actor.
Right,
like,
right.
Like, why? Like, I don't go up to a builder. Like, you have a platform, but that doesn't make you a politician.
Well, there's Dr. Disrespect too, right?
Yeah,
exactly. That's the same idea.
And it's like I don't care about that. Like, he can plow all the people he wants.
I mean,
he
but
does.
to be honest, no one did. No one did care about it.
Well, his viewership is massively
he did,
up
though,
now. So
right? Well, I mean, why?
It arguably, well, yeah, but it arguably like helped him.
I saw so
instead
many
of hurting
virtual
him.
signaling tweets that were like, "Never watching this cheater again. That's disgusting. Like, how could he do that?" And it's just like he plays games, bro. He's an entertainer.
I guess, and then you start cutting up like, what do I think isn't cool?
And do I care if that person does that in their spare time if they're just a sick gamer and that's what I want to watch? If someone was like, ZFG's just into some really weird shit, I'd be like, that's pretty par for the course. And also, he goes really fast on Zelda. You know?
He makes Link move backwards.
Like, he could believe in a lot of things that I don't personally believe about the world or politics or whatever, and that doesn't change Link going really fast.
It's funny, Miles now determines if games are good or not, in which if Link can move fast backwards in them.
So there's Ocarina of Time and Melee.
Majora's Mask.
Yeah, it's another good game. So, see, like, Melee's a really good game, right? And Link can, like, slide backwards in that one, and he can also do it in Ocarina.
Yeah, it's true.
So, 2 good games.
But
I've played some really good games that are, like, 8 out of 10.
Melee, Link's wave dash back is pretty bad.
He can
but he
moonwalk
can
back.
still do it.
Moonwalk is better than his wave
He can still do it.
Not fast enough, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really try.
What we're saying is, don't pull your dick out if you're about to hit the world record.
But if you do,
Or at all, I
you
guess.
still got that record. And you still did the gameplay.
Yeah.
And whatever you want to do with your dick or with other people's dicks, you're still a good gamer.
I think like that's a bigger conversation of gamers literally only care about gamers, and I think that's kind of a problem.
Because you know what?
You're fucking
We're in a
gamers.
nation of gamers, bro. You know, we're just 3 gamers ourselves.
Just a couple of gaming lads.
Just being.
I don't like games. That's one thing I don't like.
I like games, but I don't play, boys.
Yeah.
And you can quote me on that.
What else we got on your Tinder
What-
profile?
Fuck up.
Let's swipe a few more on Tinder and then get to
Yeah.
some questions.
It's my notepad. Sensory deprivation.
Oh yeah. This is
Oh,
like
okay.
pretty funny.
Well, I was talking about like I worked with this guy who was like hype on going to the sensory deprivation place and just having a float, bro. And like
Yeah.
all the guys that worked there were like, yeah, dude, sick float, bro. Fucking rip the bong, bro. Have a float. And it was just
Why
this
would you
weird
get
culture.
high in a sensory deprivation
Okay,
tank?
that's like a thing though.
That's retarded.
Like a lot of times in California, people will like do drugs or like acid or like
God
anything
damn it.
and like
I
go
knew-
in the tank.
I knew I should have moved
what-
to the East Coast.
What is the tank like? I've never done it. Have you done it?
I've never done it either.
Maybe
I've
we
had
should
friends that have
we
done
should
it.
have a bad melee outing in which we all go to the float.
I would freak the fuck out.
I think it's going to make me really... It's going to make me feel... Everyone says the first, like, 2-3 minutes is really uncomfortable.
That's the-
I
that
heard
sounds kinda
I heard the
hype,
water
though.
is kind of
I'm with it.
warm too. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's-
your
it's
body
supposed to be your body
I'm
temperature.
with that. I'm super with
you
that.
feel nothing.
Since day one, brother, so no
Yeah.
change for me.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess we can't knock it till we try it. But like that culture was so fun. And you mentioned that like some smashers are like.
I feel like I've been seeing
It's the
like
new
a
in a game of
trend.
tennis.
Yeah.
Dude, I was talking to this one guy about like the mentality of winning and the idea that like the idea of the advantages of continued winning. Like Mango won his first national at such an early age, and that puts him in the mind space of like, I am one of these people who wins tournaments.
Right.
I am one of the people, and you're really good at Melee, but you're just not a tournament winner. And I think Plup finally broke through that, and Leffen was able to not have that because he believed that everybody else was shit.
Yeah.
But like, there's this easy mentality to get into, and you see it at locals. You see it at every level of the game. People just can't close it out. The last stock is a lot harder to take, right?
Right.
And
And,
I was
the good player gets a buff because they have been there before.
And the winning is a thing they do.
yeah.
It's you can see it in so many facets of success in life. It's just like, I belong here, and I'm someone who does win. This isn't a fantasy. This is how it's going to play out.
Right.
And so I was talking to a kid about this phenomena, and he's like, "Have you read the Indie Game of Tennis, bro?" And I'm like,
You're like,
A, yes, I have, along with a lot of other books of this type of stuff. And B, this conversation had, like... you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm trying to talk to this guy, and he's like, yeah, read Indie Game of Tennis, but like, that's going to fix
Dude,
all of my fucking problems.
The inner game of tennis is the new doc.
Yeah, it's stock kids who are telling you that, but I feel like the flotation tank is the new wave.
It's the new inner game of tennis.
It's like, how have you floated, bro?
Have you floated?
It's like it'll
float, dude.
And I feel like people who are searching for these answers are trying to. I think a lot of people do it because it's hot, and a lot of people do it because they want to learn more about themselves. And then there's this third category, which is in a game of tennis, bro, who really believes that this over practicing ledge dashes is what's going to make him good.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
at the end of the day, you still need to fucking put your hands on the controller.
Like, let's actually play some melee.
Get on the court, the tennis court, right?
Yeah, it's like you and I think mindset stuff is really important for aspiring champions, people who are that plup level trying to
literally
take it to the next
aspiring
level.
to be a champion, not just
And it's like if you're coming 17th at the local, maybe just don't miss every wave dash.
No, hit the tank, bro.
Hit the tank, bro.
Just hit the tank, read in a game of tennis.
He's gonna like do it secretly and just be like, guys, I think I'm finally ready.
Miles hits the tank and then he's just fucking
so
cleaning
good.
up Nimbus. Just fucking running.
I just
it.
overnight become a top player.
And everyone's like, why? What happened?
Hit
You're
the
like,
tank, bro. I read in a game of tennis and then hit.
No, you know what you say? I don't know.
Yeah, no, you don't tell them.
Dude, it's gonna be hit the tank and then everyone's gonna take those like cryo like baths where you just get like
Is that a new thing? Is that the next tank?
That's like the next tank.
Jesus Christ.
Where it's like ice. It's like very cold temperatures and they just like it's supposed to be refreshing or something.
Really?
It's supposed to like wake you up and make you feel like energized.
Oh,
it's
wow.
fucked up.
I bet SFAT's
But I feel
on that.
Probably.
How many times
on
have
that next tip.
How many times have SFAT floated, you think? We can ask him next time we see him.
2.
2 floats?
2.
I got 4 floats.
Whoa, that's a lot of
4?
floats.
Yeah.
I feel like
You only think 2? I think, dude, I was gonna go like 7 to 11.
7
I
floats?
feel like floats are a pretty new phenomena.
But
Hugs was about it.
Hugs was about floating?
See, this is what I'm talking about, dude. I feel like Melee Twitter, all I've seen is just a bunch of floaters.
Hugs made
fucking over
Hugs
it.
was talking on his stream for ages about how they were redoing the water in the place or whatever. They had to get service for the day, and they were trying to cut his hour into 45 minutes.
and he was like, not over my dead fucking
They were trying
body.
to reimburse him for that time, and he was trying to say,
No, you owe me a float.
No, yeah, he was basically saying like, what if this is the greatest experience of my life, and that 15 minutes that's being cut off is worth more than the money to me.
Right.
So he was on this massive rant. He was hamming it up a bit for his stream, and it was a funny story, but he was really about getting that hour of float time.
Float, bros. Neep, you want to go float? Neep's down to float.
He was on that wave.
He was on the tip.
I'm
not on the float.
SFAT's on the. You know what the funny thing is none of the top players are on this shit. Like Mango's just smashing Miller Lights.
What if he is?
His lifestyle is dude. I love the Mango's lifestyle is an illusion meme.
Yeah, it's actually the sickest, the greatest trick the devil ever played was making people think he didn't exist or whatever. Or convincing people that
he doesn't practice.
I don't get the quote.
Yeah.
But Mango has achieved the ruse.
Imagine if this entire time he was like, "Haha, idiots! I think I'm getting like." I've heard that leading up to big tournaments, he was legit playing a lot off stream. Back in the day, at least he used to before streaming.
I think
blew
2014, he was like
really
grinding.
Yeah. That's what I heard. At least
that was his best year.
Yeah.
But yeah, imagine. I love the. It's all a media beat up. What you see on camera is he just like turfs a half full Miller and just gets on the setup instantly as soon as the stream cuts.
Yeah, and just stone face practice.
Like
He
really
has his
nerd
own
shit as well. He's
over
in
and
frame advance.
Yeah,
He's got the wireframes on. The
has
hitboxes are out.
He has a tank being installed in his house.
Yeah. PPMD's locked in his basement, only giving mentality tips.
What if PPMD is just like in the tank? He's just in the tank for years. And
Floating got him.
Honestly, well, I want to help him. I want if it's floating, like get PPMD in the tank. You know.
What does he need?
No,
what does he need?
I think he like floated a bit too much, and he just like.
Did he just float too hard?
He floated on.
He floated too close to the sun.
Yeah, and then when he got out of float, like the fact that he wasn't like surrounded by his own body temp was like really like fucked.
It's
up
too
and
jarring. Yeah. It's
so
like
he had
that,
to go back in the tank.
It's like that Rick and Morty episode. If I can just.
Richard,
you know what's funny?
like Richard and Mortimer, season 03.
Ricardo and Montague.
I know which one you're gonna reference to, and I'm mad.
The perfect balance,
yes.
right? Yeah,
Oh, my
it's so funny. But yeah. Anyway, what's up, gamers? So should we hit the chat right now?
Yeah,
I think
let's
it's
hit some
about time
chat
to hit the
questions.
chat.
This is the worst.
But yeah, float if you want to go pro.
It's just like a kind of worrying trend that I've been seeing.
Why?
Because all my friends are floating, dude, and I just want
Zeta, there is no tension. We're big chillin'.
to... Is there tension?
Oh, I think it's a meme. Someone just keeps copy pasting it. Guys, questions for the chat. We're watching
We've actually
chat.
we've never been better as a relationship.
We've never
trio.
been fucking better.
Wholehearted.
Dawson's
All right.
back on the team.
Sup Nice says, "Hey guys, big fan of the show. Really enjoyed the last season, and I'm excited for this one. Quick question for you gamers: do you think we should be drone bombing Yemen?"
He always asks about Yemen, and I will write up a piece.
Sup
just
Nice,
for
you
him.
want his real opinion on Yemen
Dude,
and the ethics of drone bombing?
I'll hit you up.
Would you rather someone sub or page? Page, please, because it helps. It for one, it
It's just
helps
all
Miles
good,
directly, and
you know?
it also gets us closer to the skate goal.
Helping me directly makes me sound like I'm a child in a third world country. It's
Yeah.
like these proceeds really do go
Yeah,
to this
we're really
guy.
gonna feed Miles an apple. In a debris
I actually have a picture.
Village.
If you're on the Discord, I'll upload it tonight. It's all of the things that I bought today. I bought a pair of
yeah.
sweatpants, as they're called in this country.
Sweatpants.
I bought.
They're both dressed
I bought
like
it-
fucking animals, by the way.
Yeah, I'm wearing trackies right now.
What's up?
I put on the collared shirt just for the camera.
Meanwhile,
Oh, I mean, I got my boosts on. Don't worry about that.
But yeah, Miles made a purchase today based on your dollars, and it was
It was $88 total. I got a headset, which was $15, so I don't have to use Slime's earbuds anymore. I got a USB hub, so now I can play Zelda and listen to music at the same time,
yeah.
which is maybe a problem. And I got 2 shorts for the gym.
Welcome back, Miles. Can't wait to see you again. Is the podcast next Sunday? No, we're gonna do Mondays from here on out.
It's going to be Monday through Monday.
We did Sunday because I'm gonna be gone tomorrow. So let's see. What is wrong with Miles's head? Don't listen to him.
Whoa.
Don't listen to him.
Okay.
I've been talking about how sick Miles's head is the whole time.
I got fire neck.
He's got a good fucking head.
he has a really good head shape.
He's got a good head.
If you went bald, like I think you'd be
That's-
chill.
That's what we were talking about.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's going to happen to me one day.
happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Oh. Also, I saw Adrian said he wants to float, and I'm scared for my friend now. Don't float, Adrian.
Miles look like that's.
Yikes.
H-Box left and beef. We kind of already talked about
Someone
that.
said, who's making it? Who's making it to Summit at full bloom? I guess it's something like we can speculate
I mean,
on. I don't know
real-
who's going actually.
Real Melee pundits would have a better answer than we
Yeah,
would.
honestly, like I don't have the correct answer for you, so I'm just gonna say Koopa
Who's
Troopa.
not in? That would be insane.
Wait,
He's
what?
not going.
He's not
He's
going.
not going.
Wait, who's going to? What are we
Who's
talking-
who is making the qualifier at full bloom to get
I
into
think it's going to be
Summit?
somebody that we don't think.
Koopa Troopa? I hope it's Koopa.
What's if it's just Crush again? Like then, I don't know.
I'm hyped for that. I love Crush.
Then no, yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah, I'm not wearing a hat today. Do you guys think house tournaments are run need to be restructured in order for more tournaments to be successful?
Absolutely.
What?
I think
House tournaments?
no, just tournaments in general need to be restructured.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
How
think-
so?
I think what we're seeing with the arcade... Oh, well, I'll let you talk first. You're the TO. I don't know shit. This is your realm.
One, I said this earlier before all this we're talking. I hate the whole idea of grassroots. I think it's stupid. I think like the idea of like one when you don't have dev support at all, pretty much.
But you also hate the machine, though.
Yeah, because it doesn't love me.
Is that it?
No, dude. If I had dev support for this game, like everything would be different. It'd be like so much better.
Oh,
and
that's
so
what you mean.
easier.
Yeah.
But we can't be like, hey, like grassroots is where it's at, because it's not. And like the way tournaments are ran currently, it's like you either fall into that grassroots like, hey, dude, like everybody's a homie, and like those tournaments eventually like have to die because it's just the infrastructure is never like put in place there. And
It's
kind of,
die
like,
or grow, right?
yeah, and you can't like eat or like grow a tournament off grassroots. It's literally impossible. That being said, it's like the esports way is like so fucking hard to like implement when you don't have dev
Especially
support.
there's no revenue to promise through Melee. There's no product we can market. Like even my sponsors, when they pick me up, were like, this is going to be really hard for us to restructure. I'm really cheap for them, because I fly
Yeah.
a few places every now and then. I'm one player. I'm not 5 players. And I don't need housing because I house with Smashers. So there's a lot of benefits to me, but they can't market Razer products through me. They can't market Samsung monitors through me. I use a GameCube controller, you know? There's there's no... like, people see us and they're like, so what do these kids buy? And the answer is weed and In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Like, they don't... even their controllers are fucking bummy. They get mad when they have to spend fucking $50 on controller mods.
Right. Yeah.
We've had this conversation too, I think, when you first got the whole BTS thing, where it's like how un-esports Melee is currently like makes it so much harder for tournaments to grow. And like even it sucks because you want your tournaments to grow so like top players actually have like a way to like eat themselves and like...
You know what we were saying is that Melee's the practice girl.
For esports
For
companies,
like,
yeah.
people trying to like get involved in esports.
Like Thunder went this way because... not because they love Melee, but because Melee's the ground floor.
Yeah, and it's just like...
easy in.
ESA did it too.
We don't have parents.
Yeah, ESA.
Like
anyone who's trying to break ground because everything's
like,
sort of top down and closed off now.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's obviously the way to do it. You develop the game, you want to run your game scene, but Melee is just like this libertarian fucking hellscape. And it's the practice girl.
Where
It is the
like
practice girl.
League has like socialized healthcare, and it's like the top 50 players get their own
League's
league
the girl
and
you
salary
marry.
and like
yeah,
everything.
League's the...
No, to put it in perspective, like dev support tournament, like how Riot, even though Riot like owns anything and it's like, or owns everything and it's like fucking crazy. The top, not even 50 players, just like the top 50 players in the U.S. Are in a challenger league, have Riot salaries.
They're doing
Get
insanely
their
well.
own housing
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything, and like everything is, the road is paved because they're esports.
There's
The
negatives
top
to that
50
though.
No, there's like what?
They can't do anything without Riot saying it's okay. They can't even post
But
their own
that's like,
opinions.
that's like a job.
Yeah,
to be
and you know
fair,
what?
it's
Us
like-
Melee players don't want a job. We want to
No, we
smoke weed
don't.
and-
No, we want
Right? Like-
weed and In-N-Out forever.
That's
forever.
the meme. Like,
And if you make enough to keep doing that, then amen.
and that's
brother.
what I'm saying. By like starting,
Smashers can't even show up to the fucking venue on time.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
for their weekly like
they can't
show.
even pre-reg their goddamn
none of these guys,
selves.
dude. Everybody,
ever.
all of these top players who became good at Melee,
Ever.
they did it because they didn't want to do real shit. And
Yeah,
League
but you
is
would say
real
that
shit.
about like most games
No, but-
and gamers.
But the problem is like when you're a league player and you're good, you get rewarded.
Those guys
for
get to
it.
grow
When-
up. We don't.
Yeah, like when you're good at Melee, it's kind of like if you're not top 10 in the world, top 15.
I feel
it's
like people
fucking
could push their personalities a lot further. Like I feel like West could have a huge stream if he wanted. He just doesn't.
Dude, the Melee section.
Not even Melee. Like just springboard off his Melee clout and then start streaming.
Well,
like,
yeah, you have to. It's just I think right now, like
people could work with what they have a lot harder, but instead
If-
they just chill. And
if you want Melee to
text
grow
them.
and tournaments to get bigger, you have to like put in a lot of work to put in actual infrastructure and make sure that you aren't trying to just smoke weed and have In-N-Out for the rest of your life.
Yeah, which is
You have to-
But you're working with a whole bunch of people who want to do that.
Yeah, and it's like you have to go like it's through so many hoops to like actually do that.
Yeah, I mean dealing with Smashes is like herding cats, and there's no parent organization to make it easy.
I ran a Smash 4 tournament, and it was so delightful because
Because they're all too young to smoke weed
Yeah,
and
they're
In-N-Out.
all afraid.
Yeah,
to
you were
smoke,
saying
they're
that,
all
yeah.
afraid to smoke weed and go to In-N-Out.
They don't have the money for him.
Which is the kryptonite of the average TO.
Yeah.
Someone asked what Miles thinks of the Deep South, and I only think that's funny because Miles has this very romantic view.
I mean, I always get treated really nice in the South, but I haven't seen it. All y'all from America have seen the worst parts of this country and like what the people are really like.
Mhm.
And I've only seen the cartoon version where those people are really nice. And I also spent 2 weeks in the South and everyone was really nice to me. So, but obviously, like systematic oppression and stuff isn't chill.
Klaus Kira, famously the man who showed that guy sucking his own dick on my stream, the drawing of it, and I got
Nice.
really spooked. Do you feel guilty at all for working for Summit for the way it directs community money exclusively to top players and third parties?
Well, it doesn't really direct it to top players.
That's
Here's
isn't
a
really-
little secret. All tournaments do that.
yeah. I was gonna say it's not really Summit's fault. It goes back to like because we don't have dev support, this is the way things are.
Yeah. So basically,
And I've been hating on Summit since I walked into this building.
it's true.
So-
He's just been talking mad shit.
So now's the part of the show where we just really rip down the walls.
Yeah. It's time to finally do it to him, boys. No, honestly, like, what is a tournament but a thing that it's like? I guess you have to be good to
This
get
is
into
all a
Summit.
pyramid scheme.
All of it
Yeah.
is.
All of
Melee
Melee's a
is the
pyramid
pyramid, and that has been no
Melee
secret.
is the roughest form of capitalism there is.
It really is.
I think
We're like
poker is
liter-
another really good mini capitalism ecosystem because it's the same thing. Poker is literally the same thing. All the money is getting funneled upwards
Yeah.
throughout the entire poker community.
Bottom
And
heavy.
It's capitalism, the game.
Yeah.
It's
It-
like you can only succeed via others failing. There can only be so many at the
And
top.
that's a tournament.
Yeah,
that's
It's
what a tournament is.
One person can come first,
Yeah.
and he gets most of the money.
Yeah. But I guess specifically toward third parties, I mean, I'm not. Other tournaments' money doesn't go exclusively to top players, venue fees and stuff.
Well,
I
some would
mean,
have costs.
That comes down to a logistic thing. I think Summit's actually pretty generous with the amount of money that we do end up give. It's we now.
You fucking sell out.
I'm here,
Drone.
boys. That we
He's a fucking sheep, guys. Don't listen to
that
a word
we
he
do
says.
disperse to the players. And also, I will say, I can't reveal anything yet, but the way the voting system works this time is going to be much different, and I think much more encouraging.
There's gonna be a
It's
lot
been
less
getting more and more
dicks
out of
on
hand.
No,
people's
it's
faces.
gonna be better this time. Just the way we've restructured and we've implemented a new idea that I think everyone will be on board with. So
That's chill. I also think that I did have a problem when Summit moved to twice a year because I really think
You
that these
know what?
events do draw a lot of money out of the community that could be going to things like going to tournaments. But a big thing that I believe is this is money that's being offered up. It's like, hey, same way as like our Patreon is taking money out of the Smash scene.
yeah,
Like that's money that people are volunteering for something that we're going to try to give back with.
yeah.
At the end of the day, someone aren't taking money out of anyone's pocket. They're just running a system that
We really
people-
do sound like shills right now. This is insane.
What
Yeah,
I'm trying to say is like twice a year
You could have
is a
said
lot.
this. So
Twice a year is
But
just enough.
this is my honest opinion. And
No, yeah, yeah.
what I think is that it takes a huge amount of money out of the community, but each person donating should think to themselves, would I rather go to an event or is this event bringing me enough happiness to make it worth?
Right, and you know what's interesting about Summit as well, like because obviously it started in Dota, and I remember I was been a Dota fan for like a long time, and I remember the first Summit, and I was like, what a cool idea! It was in a house and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they announced the next one in 6 months, and I was like, hey, they're kind of double dipping, aren't they?
They are double dipping a lot with
And but
Smash.
the thing is with the way Summit is viewed in an actual esport like Dota or CS:GO now is that it's the kickback.
It's a
tournament.
fun weekend.
It's the chill one, and that sort of needs a place in these hardline.
We kick back
esports.
all the time.
Yeah, but that's the thing about Smash Summit is that's all tournaments. Like that's the essence of Melee.
It's funny because Smash Summit is almost ironically more serious because of the amount of money at stake.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like, oh, it's just like full bloom. You can get hammered on Saturday night.
It's a funhouse mirror of actual esports in that
Yeah.
hardline ones, Summit is the kickback tournament, and for Melee,
and
Summit
those
is the
guys walk
serious
into
time.
DreamHack like it's ready to die. You know,
Yeah.
they're going in there like so serious.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's just that it speaks to the sort of way that Melee has grown and is as a game and has
Yeah.
no support from.
But I really do that.
Yeah.
Even
There's
even these donation drives like are part of a capitalist scheme at which you give money to the things that you find valuable. So it will find an equilibrium, right, where people stop paying. Like say they did it 4 times a year. They'd
Yeah.
probably make a lot less money like each time.
It would lose luster. Everyone.
Yeah. And like so there has to be a sweet spot, and I think the market will sort itself out on how much people are willing to.
You hear what he said?
the marketplace.
That's the invisible hand, bro.
Oh, God.
I think in
Miles
this,
about the invisible
I think in
hand.
this system, the hand really like smashers will really vote with their wallets.
I think so too, and I think last year's. I know you don't like the term oversaturation of tournaments because you don't believe
I think
in
it's
it,
a fucking meme.
but I think that really did happen last year. I really, on God.
You know what? When I started watching Smash, there
on
was kind of
Shmurda himself.
there was kind of 3 big tournaments a year, and it was like, who's gonna win Apex?
Yeah,
Insane.
right. Yeah.
You could say that, but I think 2014 was like the year that everything started booming. There was a lot of tournaments, and I think that was
MLG
a good
came
year.
back.
Yeah, that was a good year for Melee.
That was
If you look
probably
at
the
next,
best year for Melee.
And if you look at the next year, MLG didn't stick around. I think it was the last year Apex happened.
Mm-hmm.
Apex was going downhill for other reasons.
Yeah,
but-
obviously, but I'm saying like there's oversaturation has been a thing. Allegedly,
I don't think I like check the documents. I'm pretty sure like
there was no major tournament in February.
you mean this February?
This February.
Yeah, that's a dry spell. That's why Full Bloom's popping off in EGLX.
I also
Like-
think, though, that in a game like Melee, where it's been around for so long and so many people are so much better than the rest of the competition, it gives a chance to those who are trying to get up that ladder. Like, imagine if it was 3 times a year, Mango comes in rusty, fucks everyone because they've never played him before, have no idea. He's the only one in the world who can play Falco the way he does. And he's just like, haha, this is the one time you'll get to play me and I'm 3-0ing you.
Right.
And then, Plup's been grinding. His Sheik looks like something nobody's ever played against. And so all of these guys who are trying to climb up this ladder, I think in such an old game, we would see even more static results.
With less tournaments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it would just be like, you come, you don't know how good you are, you're less good than you needed to be, and a legend farms you, and you just can't even get your head around that. Like, you're going to need so many tries. Nobody beats Music King on their first try.
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I think there are way bigger problems for the community than oversaturation, and I think at least at a local level, I've heard oversaturation get thrown around as a buzzword because the tournament was failing.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's a nice way to say that we didn't fuck up, right?
I think streaming fucks up tournaments at a local level, but good on them for like actually having a place to get revenue. And I would rather a top player like stream and like make money instead of go to a tournament. I think
I'm getting older. You know, you gotta
exactly. You gotta eat somehow.
Can't be on a parent's insurance anymore.
Yeah.
I think the lack of like sponsorship at a high level, or like not a high level, but like the 10 to like 25.
The thing is, like Cloud9 only sponsor one player, right?
Yeah.
Like, they sponsor a whole team in CS. That's 5 people getting to eat.
Yeah.
And so in Melee,
But
it's
also
like, look
CS makes like...
Oh, way more revenue.
Yeah,
but what I mean is like, look at all of these great sponsors. We've got TSM. It's like, again, one person. So the problem is that Melee is just so top heavy, right? If you're not in that top 5, you aren't making money.
Yeah. I think it's gotten better though. Like definitely, like I think that at least the top 10 are eating more.
Yeah.
At least the top
And I mean,
1% is eating.
Yeah, they can at least get housing from their team, and they can live some sort of a life.
But yeah, I think
there's a reason Mango doesn't want to leave the stream.
Another thing that like hurt the scene or whatever in terms of people going to shit less is like the Docs effect wore off.
And the magic wears off as well. When you've just been getting...
Yeah, the same
I know so
thing.
many 2-year-old players who are just like, I'm not going to be the next guy sitting next to Music King or Mango.
The doc came out, what, 2013?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
The dream is dead for all of those... A lot of doc kids have died.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
It's like
yeah.
less people are going to enter and like...
And you see him show up and you see him get... It's like, yeah,
it's been... like, people don't realize it's been like, 5 years. Like,
it has been 5
Yeah.
years.
I literally remember Kings of Cali 4. Or 3. Or 4.
4.
4.
4 was in 2014.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I vividly remember that tournament. And
It's been a minute.
Did you like the game back then?
I actually played the game, yeah.
That's
so I got to like it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Most
TOs go this route. I know TOs at home who are like, yeah, really wish I had time to play.
I
Or like,
really wish I was a player, but I've always kind of TO'd out of necessity anyways.
Yeah.
the guy who does all the streaming and stuff for Melbourne Melee, like he'll get to the venue at 7 and leave at 9, and he won't play a single friendly. You know, like the gimmers of the community like have stepped so far away from actually playing.
Don't relate me to Gamer.
It's just who you are.
Don't relate me to God as my rock himself.
You know what I mean though? Like it's these people just stopped playing Melee a long time ago to help other people play Melee.
Yeah, because I think 1, a lot of my friends were in the community, and 2,
It's fun.
not only that, it's just like the infrastructure's so shit for our game.
Will there be any future guest podcast members? Yes. We're just not sure yet. We got another mic. We're probably going to change the set. Dawson freaked out when he saw the set.
He didn't like
This
it,
is a
so why
shower
not?
curtain, by the way, which is really funny. But Dawson just his disdain was palpable.
I've been complaining the entire time I've been here. This is
On camera is the least he's complained all day.
easily gonna not sleep tonight because I'm filled with regret.
Easily gonna throw up
Yeah.
and not sleep.
Shit, we did forget the cups.
The cups are dead.
You know what? It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
We left the trap behind.
It's different. 2 of the cups are actually out in the yard.
They have so much sun damage.
It's so much sun, and it looks like it's like corpses. And I remember seeing them for the first time, and I was like, "Ouch! Like that hurts." I'm pretty sure they're still there from the party from when you left.
There's a lot of stuff still there from the party from when I left.
Like in the same place, the same exact spot. It was not touched.
Thinking about that house just gives me anxiety.
Thinking about that house just warms my heart, dude. 7 lads in the same damn spot.
You know why I'm not wearing the hat? Because I couldn't find it. If you guys are just you keep talking about the goddamn
Which hat?
My Grain Death hat. I can't find it.
I think Suffer was in your car.
I've
Suffers in the car?
seen Grain Death
Suffers
pretty
in the
recently.
car.
It's somewheres. Nick says easy on the house.
Dude, Nick, you're changed. You yell now all the time.
Nick does yell. He has joined the yellers.
I think yelling has made us all more open.
I think so too. I think it's a step in the right
It's connected
direction.
us.
Yeah.
You could be more open in other ways than yelling.
All right. Any last questions?
right.
If not, we're going to wrap for the first time. Thanks, Sneeper, for coming in, saving the day.
How do you like the house, Sneeper?
He likes it.
He also yells.
He
so-
actually said today, he was like, I can't believe there's 7 people living here and it's still pretty chill.
It is chill.
That's because you know what? We're adults.
the
I'm an
Oscars
adult.
We're responsible.
The Oscars is going on, and I'm fucking missing it for this. I could be finessing millions out of stupid people.
I don't
Literal
understand.
millions.
Probably every Monday. It's going to be every Monday, probably 7, but that's to be determined. This is a fun Oscars party. That's funny. How much is too much to spend money on a dog coffin for a Doberman? You know what?
Well, we were just talking about dog coffins on the way here.
We were, yeah.
Oh, no, I forgot about that conversation.
Miles,
I said I'd kill a puppy for 10 grand.
I said he wouldn't. He talks a lot of heat, but then it would come time to like.
I mean, straight
You
boots.
also said like 5K. With me.
Whoa.
Yeah, you did.
That's
You
when we
did say
got.
5K.
That's when we got into joking a bit more.
Okay.
I don't know. You said yeah.
Look,
Like-
I mean,
like-
we'd memed pretty hard. It was like a would you rather straight up question, and I answered that one clean off the bat.
Wieners, do I still think Noah's a good boy? I do think Noah's a good boy. Slime, why is your penis so regular?
Real regular.
Genetics, bro. God, I don't care about your tag AA. This Jesus Christ.
I did skip eyeliner today.
Y'all are just on your phones answering questions right now, like I'm not even here.
Well, get some internet, bro.
I don't even. Little internet down California way.
Someone asked why you're a neo-Nazi.
Whoa.
Referring to your haircut.
Whoa.
This is the kind of shit he gets for rocking a fucking shortcut.
This is what I get for being white in this country.
Oh God.
First customs, now this guy?
I love the flannel. All right. Anyway,
We getting salami
we
on
did
this?
talk about the Balk a little bit.
Balk was sick.
Oh, you're high, dude. That's so fucking sick, bro. All right, we're gonna.
Oh, this guy's stoked right now? He's off that loud?
He's stoked. Dude,
Alright, you stay off that loud
weed's
pack.
so fucking sick, bro. Fuck,
weed is
dude.
actually
Dude, I'm
insane.
gonna float later.
So sick.
I'm just gonna dab.
Hey, you get a longboard there?
Me and Miles are going to Full Bloom. We obviously are going to the Mango because it's right down the goddamn street. And yeah, so we're going to kill it for now. Thanks for tuning
Let's
in
kill it.
again. We're looking forward to doing this every week for the amount of time Miles is in the cunch.
More, I would do it more than every week if they'd let me, boys. They only let me out of the house once, and this is it. So
We keep him chained downstairs playing
Once a week.
Fortnite and smashing tins. So
you don't have to keep me. The chain is very slack. it is rarely tugged.
It's actually not connected to anything. It just
it's a
stays there.
symbolic
I'm like,
chain.
well, I'm chained up, so I got another fortnight, another tin. It's like the links are broken.
Also, we might as well plug it if you want to see us bust our ass on a skate video. The Patreon is almost to the goal, and also the proceeds go to taking care of Miles while he's down here.
They let me out of the house more often. I can go places. I can
It's
eat.
true, but now he's on it. He's on a tight budget for the moment. But yeah, the Discord is actually a lot cooler than I thought it would be.
It is. It's chill.
We were all on the fence about the Discord. We were like, "This is gonna suck. We don't want this." Turns out it's pretty cool.
There's some
It's
hitters
actually
in there.
awesome.
Yeah. So
And also, game night was a success.
game night was pretty fun. So
I wasn't
that's
there.
on your fence.
And maybe that's why.
Dawson's emo girl Christmas cards are coming. I'm sorry, I messed it up.
You didn't mess it up.
Scene Girl,
It's
thank you
Scene Girl,
cards.
and the reason why they haven't came yet is because this fucker.
I didn't finish.
He's like your dad. It's like, no, Dad, it's metalcore. It's not emo. It's not screamo,
It's
Dad.
not a phase.
Are you winning, son?
Yeah.
And also,
It's
we had
Scrams.
another idea.
He's like, is that like the yelling music?
We had another idea. We won't say it right now, but do you remember the idea?
The one that I said earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
I remember it.
It was a good idea. What? All right, okay. So I'm gonna go turn off the. I'm gonna show Neeper how to turn off the stream.
Okay.
Oh wait, you used XSplit before, haven't you?
Neeper's figuring it out.
What's that?
It's
It's a new version.
it's a
Yeah,
new- oh,
I'll help him
yeah.
out.
He said before he left that he'd know
All
how
right.
to do it.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Hey, see you on the cord. See you online.
Big kiss for all of you.